Hey, what's up, guys? We are back again to showcase the best decks to reach Ultimate Champion in the October season of Clash Royale. So we're currently sitting around 9 games away from Ultimate Champion. I can't do simple math, but I can show you the top tier decks for the season. This one is going to be Evolved Skeletons that just got a buff. They're now starting to multiply to increase their maximum capacity. So if you can get an Evolved Skeletons train rolling, it's probably not going to stop. It's just going to endlessly swarm your opponent, and it's really frustrating when you face against a deck like this, where it's going to have Ice Golem and Miner to tank for Evolved Skeletons. So if you split your Evolved Skeletons, and you have them rolling on both sides, then your opponent's going to be like, wait, I have to deal with a balloon, somehow have to stop like a Miner and an Ice Golem tanking for Evolved Skeletons on both sides. And then eventually, if your opponent's at a low amount of elixir, they're just going to lose, especially if it's split, because you split up one elixir and they have to spend 2 elixir on both sides, like a snowball and a barbarrel. That's going to be a -3 trade. And if they're down elixir because they're already defending against a balloon and a miner, they might just lose the game. So essentially what I'm trying to tell you guys, this deck got a huge buff with the Ice Golem as well and the snowball. The slows were increased, so that means that you're going to have an easier time defending. You're going to get better positive elixir trades because all the cards in this deck are pretty cheap and efficient and got buffed. So it's a good deck to play. If you wanted to sub out the Bomb Tower for an Inferno Tower or a Tesla, you can do that, but would not recommend doing that. I think Bomb Tower is just better because you don't have any other splash damage in the deck. And here's the most brainless deck in Clash Royale if you want to go and hit Ultimate Champion this season. Royal Recruits Evolution are so strong. If you look at them and you're like, wow, Bomb Tower got a nerf. There's less splash damage in the meta. There's no Evolved Barbarians to the extent that there were before. You can just endlessly spam bait at your opponents, and it will give you generously positive elixir trades whenever you go in for a skeleton barrel or wall breakers and you split up your stuff and your opponent's not able to arrow on everything at once. It just becomes very overwhelming. You've got Mighty Miner to deal with any tank deck, like if you're playing against someone with a regular giant after the giant got a buff, a lot of people are starting to play it, or if they're running Goblin Giant, the Mighty Miner is going to be saving you. So great deck. Spam as many recruits as you possibly can, and then only drop recruits and focus on defending with goblins or like Goblin Gang if you need to, but mainly drop recruits, then spam wall breakers and skeleton barrels when you have advantages, when you find your opponent's weak point, and punish people really easily. That deck is played by top 10 players in the world. Also, the Evolved Skeletons giant deck. This is a little bit more fun. It's also skillless if you like Evolved Skeletons and you don't really want to use your brain. Phenomenal deck to play. So those would be my recommendations. There are, of course, some other ones that you guys can play that I've shown on my videos. But namely, if you want to just get better at your skill, you want to get better at the game, and you don't necessarily want to say, hey, I want to play a low skill strategy, this would be a high skill deck to play. It'll get you better as you progress through Ultimate Champion, and it is way harder to play than the Recruits deck that you don't have to think too much. So no matter what you want to do, we'll have something for you, whether you want to play hardcore or if you just want to, relax and kick it and pick it up ladder, So we're playing against someone with a Heal Spirit banner. Probably going to be either a 3 Musketeer deck or maybe Elixir Golem if he actually likes Heal Spirit. We'll have to wait and see. Yo, by the way, guys, sorry about the audio issues and the stuff that we had earlier. I had to restart the stream because of that. But yeah, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you can't control that type of stuff. I can't control my foot hitting against power cord of my tablet charger. So that was not ideal. So yeah, this guy's going to have Barbaro, and he's also going to have a Knight. So he's probably going to have a Graveyard deck, if I had to guess. Maybe he's going to have something different, though. So we're going to Snowball on top of the Musketeer. Wait, whoa. Musketeer is gone, right? It's going to get deleted by our Musketeer because we pushed it closer to ours. And then also on top of that, he doesn't have Bats and he doesn't have Musketeer in cycle, so I think he already lost the game. That's one of those things when you're pushing up to Ultimate Champion. Sometimes people will cycle their anti-air cards at the wrong point. And then if you can identify that they don't have that, and maybe you can push their units directly into yours, then you're going to have a great time. So one thing that's interesting is, if you didn't know this, the Lumberjack, even though it's closer to the Bomb Tower there, it still doesn't go towards the Bomb Tower. It goes directly towards the Ice Golem and just gets pulled the entire time. I don't think that Musketeer was worth it. I think that the Bomb Tower still would have fully countered, but I don't know. It is what it is. The guy's saying well played. We did finesse him a little bit there. Also, if you guys have any questions at all about any of these decks, let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the chat real quick, and I'll answer everything I can. We're trying to win, like, I don't know, 10 games in a row. Hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we can pop off. First time live, long time watcher. Yeah, dude, I try to live stream around 3 p.m. Eastern every single time. So if you haven't stopped by, then it's going to be the same time that I upload, so then it's a little bit more consistent. Sometimes we'll have technical difficulties and it'll be delayed, but that's very infrequent. Which bomb tower for Goblin Cage? No, it's not worth. Reason why you wouldn't want to use Goblin Cage in this deck is you want to have some sort of splash damage. How are you going to beat Royal Hogs with a Goblin Cage, right? It's a cool thought, man. Like, I love you guys giving us feedback on different decks and how to, maybe potentially improve them. But also, when I'm making these type of videos, I've exclusively tested it out with pro players, and I've asked, like, hey, what do you guys think? Because sometimes what I think is cool and all, but it's not what I want to give you guys. I want to give you the most reliable deck. So the reason why I titled it the best deck for or how to easily reach Ultimate Champion is I wanted to give you guys the decks that pros are using or pros would recommend. So yeah, that's what's up. These are all pro vetted and pro play decks that I'm going to be showing today. We're just going to stack Musketeers. It doesn't really matter. This game is definitely over. Very easy stuff. So just do that bomb tower placement that I showed here. It pulls the balloon. And then you can stack up Musketeers with this deck and defend and kite units the other side with Ice Golem. Maybe even use Evolved Skeletons to multiply on defense. But yeah, really, really easy deck to play and fun deck to play too. If you are good at the game, it's easy to play. But if you have not played this deck before, it's going to feel horrible. Because you're going to cycle your balloons directly into like minion hordes. You're going to drop it into like, I don't know. We'll run it back with another game. I'll show you guys when I drop my balloon. But you never want to be cycling it randomly when you don't know what your opponent's got. Because if you dedicate 5 Elixir that is a win condition and you don't get anything out of it, the counter push will kill you. You can't be down 5 Elixir in a lot of situations. You can be down 5 Elixir if you're playing against a minor control deck or something along that lines. Should I unlock Evo RG or wait until night? It depends on your deck, right? I mean, if you're running something that's more control-esque, you would definitely go towards the night. Night is more versatile, but Royal Giant is still a phenomenal card to play. There's some good Royal Giant decks in this game right now, man. All right, we're going to go Barbarrel here. We should be able to finish off both of Bats and also the guards. I don't know what this is, but the Mega Man's out of cycle, and it doesn't look like he's got a control deck. So I'm going to go for Ice Golem and Balloon. He might go in for... Okay, yeah, no, I think we're in a great spot. We're going to Snowball the Hunter. Notice how the Hunter just got knocked away, so now it's not able to get its full shot. So notice the Hunter gets maximum damage at close range. So if you're able to slow it down with the Ice Golem, that change was very noticeable if you guys saw that. Usually, the Ice Golem doesn't slow down cards to that extent, but when it's paired with a Balloon and a range card kills the Ice Golem, then it's not going to target the Balloon for a while. That 0.5 seconds difference is extremely beneficial if you're using it on offense or defense. Speaking of the devil, here's Royal Giant, so we should be able to beat that. I'm going to go in for Ice Golem here. We can even minor on defense. Most of the time I wouldn't, but I was considering doing it. That was bad. That was bad gameplay. Whenever I make mistakes, I always let you guys know that Musketeer should have not taken the targeting. Instead, we should have had the minor take the targeting, but it's all good. Notice how 1 Elixir Evolved Skeletons put in work. We can go Musketeer other side. It will be able to crush the Royal Giant, and it's going to go on the left-hand side, the side that we want to go towards. Also spacing it out so he can't lightning or go in for anything like along those lines. He's going to go guard, so we're going to go for a pre-Barbarrel on them. Oh, really? Okay, he went Hunter instead. Dang, dude. Oh, did you guys see that? No way! Dude. That Barbarian took it for the team. That was awesome. So because the Barbarian soaked up that Hunter shot, we're going to say it's calculated, by the way. It allowed us to get a situation where our Musketeer stayed alive and took the entire tower. So a little bit lucky. Remember, he's got Fireball, so he has to pick between Fireballing a Musketeer and not killing it, or Fireballing on the bomb tower and then realizing that he has to deal with the Musketeer on the counter push. No Mega Minion in cycle, so what we can do is we can go in for this. When the Ice Golem pops, then we want to go for a minor afterward. We know he's going to have Royal Giant, so... sorry, not Royal Giant. He's going to have, what is it called? Rage? I don't want to mess with that too much. I just decided to go and focus on offense. And sometimes by redirecting your opponent's attention on offense, you can get away with the better defense. For instance, if he Royal Giant raged and then dropped, like, I don't know, a Fireball on my bomb tower, we wouldn't have been able to defend. But because he had to allocate Elixir on defense to defend against our Balloon minor push, he didn't have Elixir to fully build up the push that he wanted. So that's what we were working with. Try to dissect your opponent's advantage. Try to dissect their pushes so then they can't build up what they want. That's what's up. Why didn't you use Log other than Barbarrel? Barbarrel is a phenomenal card at protecting Musketeers, which I did a terrible job of in that game. There's so much room for improvement. If you guys, a lot of y'all think I'm actually like super good at the game. A lot of times, you know, I'm kind of trashed compared to what I should be in a lot of these games. And there's so much more potential that you could unlock. Right? So if you ever lose a game and you're like, wait, I I lost because of matchup. A lot of times it's because you didn't play well enough, and you just got to like review your mistakes, look at your replays, and improve. There are so many things I could have improved in that game by making sure that, you know, I kept my Musketeer alive a little bit longer, and I dropped a miner on top of the tower to tank for the Musketeer. Like, stuff like that. You go back and you review your wins and your losses, and you introspectively look at it, and you're like, oh, could have been better. And there's a lot of situations that you won't be able to win because it is a card game, right? There are situations that you do get unlucky, but it's like poker. You maximize your odds. You maximize your chances of winning by trying your hardest and truly trying to put yourself in a position where you are in the best chance of winning. All right, this is not great, but it is what it is. Not really that proud of having to dedicate a snowball there to bounce everything back, but it is what it is. So we know he's going to be running Elixir Golem. Generally want to be stacking up as many Musketeers as we can and playing a little bit more defensive in this matchup. Because if you posture well against Elixir Golem and you don't tower trade, you can find yourself in a situation where... Actually, let's Balloon. I'm not going to Miner because I want to conserve the rest of my Elixir. But he might just completely sack his tower against this Balloon or go Tornado. If he goes Tornado, it's good as well. Okay, he might not Tornado. This bomb tower placement is extremely important, by the way. And we want to go and kite the Battle Healer if possible. And then Musketeer here. And then... let's go for Skeletons and see how this works. We're trying to isolate our stuff. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but we're really trying to isolate our stuff as far away as possible. Oh, I missed it. Kind of bad. But yeah, the Evolved Skeletons are broken. So as you guys can see, even though I didn't play perfectly, it was good enough. That's all that matters. We're going to Miner here in front of the Skeletons, so then 2 of them get tanked for. And then we've got the Musketeer and the Ice Golem on the other side. And then these Skeletons might 3-crown him. He might just not be good enough to win this, which is awesome. GG. Elixir Golem's really easy to beat, as you guys can see. This deck that we're playing, even though I'm not playing perfectly. Like, I messed up a Snowball and missed a Night Witch. I literally missed a Night Witch there, and we still won. So, something to keep in mind. Don't get too stressed when you make mistakes. You can still bounce back and win. But yeah, this is the higher skill deck. And it's really good. Balloon flying straight towards Ultimate Champion. LE Golem player? Oh, tell us a story. Okay, I mean, I don't have many interesting stories the last couple days. I can tell you one thing, though. I woke up at 3 a.m. Not 3 a.m. I woke up at 7 a.m. after going to bed at 3. And I started listening to a podcast. I was like, oh, this is really good. I fell back asleep. And I woke up and I had like 3 missed calls from my mom. I was like, wait, what's going on? What's happening? She ended up having like this epiphany that she was like, oh, we got to start playing golf. We got to start having more family time where we start doing sports together. I was like, oh, okay, that's a good time. That's awesome. But yeah, my mom is getting really into golf. My family's getting really into golf. Essentially, one thing that's funny about my family is we're super, super into sports to a degree that you would not understand. I did curling as a kid too, guys. Like, you name a sport, you name a sport in the chat, I've probably done it. All right, there is probably no exotic sport that I haven't done. All right, that's my ultimate flex to you guys. If you don't know that about me, now you know. All right, we're gonna go for an Ice Golem here. We're gonna go and pull that Skeleton King, and then see what else happens. Also, I guess one of the bigger benefits of yesterday. Oh, dude. So one of the nicest and coolest things is I ordered my food yesterday, and I had a lot of notifications. I had a lot of meetings that I had to attend for BlizzCon that's coming up. So there's a lot of things that I have to get in order for that event. That's gonna be it's gonna be pretty big. I haven't went to BlizzCon before in my life, so it'll be fun. I'm going to be on the main stage, and I have no idea what that's going to be like, but I'll only be there for like an hour or so. But I'm going to be on the main stage, so that is pretty hype. Anyway, there were a whole bunch of conversations yesterday about like what that pertains to, what I'm going to have to do, and what's going on. And I wanted to just like mentally disconnect and relax, so I decided to just go upstairs to the top floor in the apartment. Typically, there's a whole bunch of kids running around there. But it was so serene, like not having any notifications, not responding to anything, just sitting down and relaxing for a solid, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes. It was one of the better feelings that I've had in a while. So I might do that again. I might just like not bring my phone, might not just like, I don't know. just completely disconnect and relax. It was really nice. So that's something that I think I need to do more often. I know a lot of people say, oh, start working out more, start, you know, disconnecting and like do healthy stuff. But the way that I've been trying to think of it is if I actually see a progress or I see it making me feel good, maybe that's something that will make me do it more often, if that makes sense. Like if you remember the feeling and then you acknowledge that, maybe that will allow you to continuously do it. But anyway, it was something kind of simple and stupid, but made me really happy today. Okay, we're going to go skeletons here. We're going to go for a bomb tower, and then we'll go for musketeers as well. Also, what is this guy's deck? I haven't paid attention at all. I've literally been talking to you guys the entire time, and then I realized that these guys got like a princess and mortar, and it's not going so well for us. So if you can't break through with a balloon, you have to play really good defense, and then try to chip away your opponent's tower with a miner. It's not easy to do, but it's possible. The earthquake is so annoying. This is really not going well. I think I lose because he should be able to earthquake on top of the bomb tower, so that's the problem here. And I can't really kill the evolved mortar that well. We're trying though. Like that one goblin that's spawning is a problem. Wait, what if we do this? So the Skeleton King isn't able to hit the skeletons. Maybe they'll stay alive or something. Okay. 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 Oh, that snowball was not good. It should have, he's got tornado too. What is this deck, dude? He's Harry Houdini out here. Yeah, we lose. Definitely one of the worst matchups that I've ever gotten. I also don't understand how he came up with this, because it doesn't make sense. There's like no win condition besides like Earthquake and Evolved Mortar. I'll still say GG and well played, and we'll jump on the next one. Never get too tilted, even if you get bad matchups, because, you know, you're going to get bad matchups. You can't expect to win every single game in Clash Royale. Sometimes you're just going to get things like that don't make sense, like a tornado and a mortar with an Inferno Dragon and a princess, and then an earthquake for your one building to distract the mortar evolution. Totally winnable, but also really weird. Anyway, on to the next one. Did you play hockey? I did do skating, and I did do like hockey in a couple classes. So does that count? I don't know. I feel like I'm cheating a little bit on that. Hockey is one of the few sports that I did not do very much. Oh, guys, I did karate for one day, and not one day. I did it for a couple days, and then they had me try to break wood, and I hurt my hand, and I was just like, I hate this. I'm out. I started crying. It was a tragic time. I was super spoiled when I was younger from that perspective. I was like, I just want to play baseball. Baseball's so much fun. I get to go and hit things. Oh, I was OP at the piñata whenever we had birthdays, guys. Baseball built me different. All right. What about competitive underwater basket weaving? Ooh, for home ec. Oh, okay. So in 4th or 5th grade, home ec, I had this situation where my teacher was like, hey, Jake, you are not finishing your pillow. You are not able to weave it correctly. Is there something wrong? I'm like, yeah, I'm really struggling here. I don't necessarily know what I'm doing wrong. She came over and looked at my hand, and she's like, oh, Jake, why have you been stabbing your fingers so much? She felt so bad for me that she was like, you know what? I'm going to help you. And every recess for the next 5 or 6 recesses, she made me go to the home ec room and just start weaving with her, and also sewing. So I learned how to sew from the home ec teacher personally because she felt so bad. I was so incapable. It was one of my biggest failures in middle school, I guess. It was a good time. Also, wait, what is this? Ooh. Oh yeah, we had a dinosaur project as well. I think that was another thing that happened in middle school. I vividly remember this. I got sent to the office because I tried to put, I think I tried to bury my shoes in the, so I think I went after school and I tried to bury my shoes inside, yeah, inside the hole. Like there was a, so the teacher made a hole somewhere in the, like, on the playground, and he buried like a lot of dinosaur stuff. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be really funny to put like shoes or something else in there. And the teacher saw me do it, and she's like, Jake, you're going to the office and you're gonna have to think about your decisions. And my parents were like, what are you doing, Jake? How is this a life choice? What is wrong with you? So that was one other thing. I was also a competitive line leader as well. I always wanted to be at the front of the line. I was that guy. I vividly remember way too much about like junior high for whatever reason. All right, we're gonna snowball here and we're chilling. We win? Wow, amazing. Were you suspended? I've never been suspended. Never been suspended. Cricket? Oh, dude, that is one of the few sports I have not played. Man, you guys are finding the obscure ones. What, your shoes? Yeah, no. It was like a shoebox. It wasn't, okay. So I wanted her to be like, oh, look at all these fossils. Look at all of these like interesting things. It's called like the Big Dig. So there were a whole bunch of different fossils that she had created. She had bought online, and I wanted her to open it up and see a Nike box, and then just be like, I don't know. I forget what else was in there, but it was a Nike box. It was a Nike shoe box with shoes and something else. It was yeah. I was like, I think it was because I played a lot of basketball at that time. I wanted to do some joke. I'd be like, wow, Michael Jordan out here or something. I don't know. There's gonna be some Michael Jordan joke. I forget specifically. I really do forget specifically what I was gonna do, but it would have been a good time. Did you ever play high school football? Dude, I did. I played high school flag football. I was an absolute animal. So for whatever reason in high school flag football, whenever we got competitive, oh geez, we instead of pulling down people's flags, we started tackling each other. So that was always a good time. My friends and I, we got in a lot of trouble for that. Also, for whatever reason, the most degenerate thing about me is I love playing football in the mud because it was just fun. Really, it was a lot of fun splashing around in it. I have no idea why that was something that I enjoyed, but like my friends and I always played tackle football when it was rainy and muddy on Martha's Vineyard. So I would get home and my parents would be like, "Yo, Jake, why are your clothes ruined again?" I'm like, "Hi, Mom. I just had to do some exercise. Had to do sports." And they were super understanding of it for whatever reason. My parents are like super chill about whatever I decided to do. They're just like, as long as you had fun and didn't hurt yourself. But in reality is like, I ruined so many clothes. I didn't play football in high school though, because I was scared of concussions and stuff for whatever reason. This is pretty big difference compared to me in junior high. Which I think happens when you're around different people. Like I was definitely a product of the environment that I was around. Like I went to a Falmouth Academy in junior high, and I was around a lot of like really intelligent, motivated people. And because of that, I think like how I acted changed a lot. Are you talking about American football? Yeah, American football. All right, let's get back to this game. This matchup sucks. All right, so the way I want to play this is, oh man, I'm just dead. I can get an ice golem down, possibly, but the issue with this is you don't have any good answers to the graveyard, so it's a really tough game. So fortunately for us, the Barbarian is going to tank for the Baby Dragon. We'll see if we can go other side. He did just use Tornado, so if he doesn't have Tornado in cycle, go Miner in the back because he can't activate King Tower. Let's go Musketeer on the Bomb Tower, and then try to snipe it with a shot from the Muskie and a balloon hit. That should be able to break through, and then we can snowball on the Ice Wizard. So then, oh my gosh, that sucks. Just gave him a free King Tower activation. But the one thing that's good about this deck, I'm sure you guys have seen, I'm back to this. And then I guess I can go for Evolved Skeletons. Not necessarily the best, but we're trying to go opposite lane as much as we can. Maybe we can make him freak out and have the Skeletons lock onto the tower. If they did, then he might have lost the game. I was hoping he'd spend more elixir there. But yeah, constantly going opposite side of your opponent when they're running Graveyard is important if you have a fast cycle deck, whether it's Hog Rider, Balloon, or Minor Wall Breakers. Because if he defends with his Baby Dragon or Knight, what happens is then he gets counterpushed on the side that he wants. We're not going to give him that. We're built different. All right, Musketeer is going to snipe the Balloon. Or sorry, not snipe the Balloon. What am I saying? Snipe the Baby Dragon. Every air card's a Balloon here, guys. No big deal. All right. We have to Bomb Tower, Skeletons, Musketeer in this placement, Ice Golem afterwards, so scuffed. So the issue again with this matchup is I have no good answers to Graveyard in my deck. So if you guys can tell, it's not going well. I'm playing this well though, I guess. He just uses Barbarrel, so maybe the Evolved Skeletons can lock on a tower if he doesn't have enough elixir. If he totally tosses this game in the trash, we can still win. It's just, he has to play this really poorly, which I don't think he's capable of doing. I don't think he's one of them. All right, let's go in for this. So notice I'm literally at 0 elixir on almost every single situation. That's what you have to do when you're running into a tough matchup like this. GG. I think if I played a little bit better, it would have been winnable. It's not, this matchup is not that winnable if you're at similar skill levels, but I think I would have probably been able to win. Regardless, you know, we'll still say GG, well played. We'll go to the next one, and that's what's up. GG's. Not an easy matchup. That is not as bad as the Earthquake Mortar matchup, because this one you can spam on the other side, and if you apply constant pressure, then you got it. Ever played Cricket, Jake? Love from India. Dude, I saw someone downstairs. I try to make a lot of small talk with people that just look, you know, I don't know. Just look like inviting people, like look that like they're happy. There was a guy, and I didn't understand or I didn't know what equipment he had, and we struck up a conversation about cricket and how he played competitively. So that made me really happy to I don't know, see like a new sport in action. I do want to play it. Love from India. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? All right, wait. Can we run it back? I accept this challenge. If this is going to be the exact same deck that we just lost to, we got to wreck it. Put a Musketeer in the same side. And if it is a similar deck, then we're vibing. If not, then it's all good. Oh, Harry Potter. Okay. Guys, when I see Harry Potter, I already know that the game is already over. You just know. You see it, and you're like, this card doesn't do things. All right, I know the rest of his cards in his deck too. It's going to be Hog Rider, Tornado, Fireball, Skeleton Army, Giant Skeleton, and that is the deck. Bomb Tower already snipes Harry Potter. We should be able to push the Hog Rider. Oh, that sucks. So sometimes you're going to have to push the Hog Rider there with Skeletons into the Bomb Tower, but it didn't work out. They were well played. So the guy's going to have Knight right now, so let's go in for an Ice Golem so we can tank for the Musketeer so then it stays alive a little bit longer. I don't know the interaction if I Barbarrel, if I can kill the Knight, but yeah. I'm just going to tell you guys exactly what he's going to do the entire game because I know his deck. He's got Wizard and Tornado and Fireball against Balloon and Miner. So if I want to, I can make some predictions. So let's just say I do one of these where I go Balloon and I know he's going to go Wizard. I bet he goes Wizard here. Let's Miner on him. Oh, he's got Inferno Tower. Wait, what? He switched his deck. He switched his deck. Okay, I mean, he's got Fireball. He swapped out the Tornado for a Inferno Tower. So the top player that plays this deck always runs Fireball with a Tornado. It's a bit better that way because you can Tornado things into Wizard. Wizard doesn't have good range. Have you seen the Rage glitch yet? Yeah. I don't talk about glitches very often on the channel just because I don't want people to abuse them. I feel really strongly if there's a bug in the game, if it's game breaking, if it's not good for the game, probably don't make videos on it. So then, you know, hundreds of thousands of people start doing a bug. It's not ideal, you know. You could argue maybe Clash Royale should fix the bug, but it's not easy to code and fix everything. He's going to go Skeleton Army, so we're going to snowball it. Okay, his reaction speed was not fast there. That feels bad. Balloon doesn't do anything for us. We're going to go Musketeer, and then we're going to go for a really high Bomb Tower. He missed the logs. That's good. Let's do this. Let's go for Evolved Skeletons. I wonder if they lock onto the tower. I actually have no idea. Oh, they do. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the absurdity, my dudes. That is 1 elixir. How is that fair? How is that fair? Someone let me know. That just manifested an amazing way through a skeleton army, which is a 3 elixir investment. I spent 1. And then also on top of that, I betted out another 4 elixir with a fireball. And then he still lost almost all his towers. So pretty funny. We're not even trying to do anything besides death damage there. We're going to snowball the wizard away so then it can't hit my balloon. All right, that was light work. That was good. All right, let's take a look at everyone's donations because there were a lot of donations that I did not read. Jake, send your opponent to the Shadow Realms to Super Saiyan Guy. Hey, thank you for the $2 and thank you for the support. Please send positive vibes for my 11-year-old dog battling a tumor. We're taking him in on Thursday. Guys, can we get some hearts in the chat for Danny Russo? I'm sending as many good vibes as I can, dude. All of the luck, all of the well wishes, they're going your way, man. We have 1,000 people right now on live stream. We also have a lot of people that are going to be watching this as a VOD. Give some love to Danny in the comment section and also in the chat right now, guys. Make sure to give Danny a lot of love. And yeah, I'm wishing you the best, brother. Jaren says, ever play cricket, Jake? I did read that earlier. Thank you. And Apple Music. Wait, I'm getting donated by Apple Music, our competitor. But yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate the $7 donations. Much love from Ukraine, bro. You're making my day every day. Wow. It's like, you guys don't understand. Like, y'all don't even have to donate, right? You just saying these type of things makes me happy. So for real, like adding the donation on it, like that goes back into the channel. It makes the videos better. But for real, the thing that makes me really happy is the fact, first off, that you guys like my content enough to donate. It's like an ultimate compliment. It's like, hey, your content's actually worth donating to. And then secondly, like the other cool thing about it is the fact that, you know, you guys actually do look forward to my videos. So thank you. Meanwhile, I don't know if you saw that, but we kept everything alive. We're chilling. We're hard chilling out here. That miner's gone. Ice Comb's going to go and pop, which we're in a good spot. Wow, I almost said we're chilling 3 times in a row. I'm definitely not a tape recorder. I promise. Love from the big broski. You're an inspiration to many, and I hope we can get better and enjoy it for many, many years to come. Yeah, dude. No matter what I'm doing in my life, I really want to keep this community because it's special to me, man. You guys are built different. All right, let's get an ice comb down here, and then, yeah. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, but I know that I will be connected with YouTube community for the rest of my life for sure, in some capacity. Whether it's vlogs, whether it's a different game, whether it's just uploading Clash Royale at a lower threshold when I'm like 40 years old. I don't know. I just really love what we have here. But a huge part of my life too, right? Like from Martha's Vineyard all the way to where we are now. We're in Seattle, right? Insane. I did think about going back to Boston quite a bit. The last 2 months before this, I was thinking about going back to Boston. But I'm really happy that I'm staying in Seattle. It's a nicer experience to, I don't know, try different things, see what I can do. The good thing about YouTube is I can legitimately go wherever I want for the rest of my life. I'm never tied down on where I am. No matter where I have jobs, or no matter where my friends have jobs, no matter where I want to go, like I can always make that happen. Like it's easy to go and chill with friends. Like I was talking to one of my friends from New York, and we were potentially planning a trip to Japan, and yeah, I can do that like whenever I want to. It's really cool and refreshing to have that freedom. All right, this is not good though. I think the band's gonna dash on my tower potentially. All right, let's think. I haven't even realized what we're doing. The guy's gonna have minions giant, so let's play this slightly better. We need to get into a card cycle where we have Ice Golem and Snowball. We're gonna miner on the miner. Easy finesse. Oh, that's not good though. That Snowball needs to be able to kill the minions. I don't know if it can. All right, so our card cycle has to be this: Ice Golem, Balloon, Snowball. That's the only way to win this. Oh, I didn't get the thing down, did I? I did. Cool. Wait, is he going to lose? Or are we going to lose? Oh, we're dead. He zapped it. Well played. GG. This guy played really well. Not a huge fan of this matchup, but I think he played extremely well. The reason why it's tough is because he has so many different ways of killing our... balloon. And I'm having to go in for a push into a minion horde, but at the same time, he goes in for a bandit and a giant. That's the type of matchup that you look at and you're like, cool deck, bro, for sure, but it's a tough one. I think if I played more aggressively in single elixir, I might have been able to win. But I didn't. You always want to identify what was the way that you lost. How can you win? Even if it's a tough matchup and you can't win in later stages, what could you have done differently? So I think I was too lackadaisical early. I didn't identify the deck. I thought it was just going to be something that I could play better against later on, but yeah. Having the fast-moving bandit, having minions and minion horde, those type of things are tough to defend, and I'm always on the back foot. If you play it perfectly, you can still defend. Dang, dude, $50 donate from CJ. Huge thank you, man. Love you. Love you so much, man. Hell yeah. Get some hearts in the chat for the $50 dono from CJ. That is big love, bro. Do you ever do boys volleyball? Love the streams. I did do volleyball growing up a lot when I was younger. Volleyball was one of the sports on Martha's Vineyard. I was trash at it. I always hurt my hands. I don't know why. I guess I had soft hands for whatever reason. And then as I started to play tennis a lot more, then my hands got super callousy. Which, I don't know. It's kind of cool. It is cool to have that development, I guess. Bodies always be changing out here. Also, I forgot to tell you guys about the I guess one of the main reasons why it was so refreshing yesterday to have the food that I had just all alone. I think that most of the time during my day, I always have things planned. I have things scheduled almost all the time. So that was the first time that I was able to disconnect and just really think about things and not have to worry about, oh, here's another notification, here's a meeting, here's something that I have to do. I like living life pretty intently and having like a purpose and like looking back at the day and being like, wait, I'm really proud of how this day went. But also at the same time, it's nice to just have that time to just completely zone out. You guys let me know if you do that. I know that some people meditate. I don't deliberately meditate, but I think I'm going to start doing that more often. Whenever I eat, I'm not going to be like, I'm not always going to be like around my phone or around my Discord messages. The Discord messages get me all the time. There's always something I can do. All right, we're going to go for an ice golem here. Let's get back to this game. Let's do the ghost. All right, we can probably go in for a miner here and then snipe the Royal Ghost that way. Notice how we did it last second. He wasn't ready. He thought I was going to drop skeletons. We absolutely bamboozled this man. The other thing in Clash Royale is holding your cards to the last possible second. That's the difference between people that are extremely good at the game and then people that are just playing a little bit more casually. If you're more of a casual player, it's hard to do that. Okay, I messed that up. I meant to keep the Musketeer alive a little bit longer. We definitely have to defend a big push here. If he goes in for Royal Hogs right now, that would be the smartest. The reason why he dropped his Royal Hogs at that point, I just want to explain it, is the bomb was blocking my bomb tower, so I couldn't drop my bomb tower in the traditional spot that I was dropping it before. All right, we can balloon, and I think I win. I'm going to call it right now. I win with this push. I was just trying to be a little bit more apprehensive here. I didn't want to throw the game away. We're going to snowball. The Musketeer is going to be able to stop the Mother Witch, and then the balloon locks on a tower, and he doesn't have any building, so he loses. So when you have a good matchup like that, it's better to deliberately go in for a push when you know you can win, and that's what we did. Something to keep in mind. Anyway, I think we have sufficiently shown this deck quite well. Let's go and play some other decks. As I said before, this is a higher skill deck. Now you guys get to see me commentate, talk to the chat, and not care at the same time. It's going to be awesome. This very low skill deck, so fun. I get very easy 3 crowns with it. Oh, man. I finally reached leagues without golden steps. Any advice that you could give me to not lose my mind? Yeah, when you lose a lot of games, take a break, come back to it later. Never mess around with it too much. One thing that you'll see me consistently do is if I am tilted, which doesn't happen too often, I will not play Clash, you know? Never force yourself to play games. Games are meant to be fun, and if they're not fun, take a break. I even do this as my job, right? So, you know, if I can do that, you guys can too. Losing your mind should never be on the menu. That should never be in the consideration for you. All right. So, this guy's going to have Hogwarts Earthquake. This is a bad decision going to Elixir Collector, but I have to try. Yeah, so I knew I was going to get Earthquake. so we're going to drop skeletons there. It does finish everything off. Not necessarily the best way to play, but the only thing I had there. Oh, you know what? We have a strategy. We have a strategy. I'm going to try to use minions, and then I can break through with the minions when the firecracker is not going to be evolved. I think I have to do this in single elixir. If I remember correctly, through trial and error, the way that I win this matchup is either using evolved skeletons or getting him to go hog rider right into a mini P.E.K.K.A and messing up. All right, we'll run this. Did not hit all the skeletons, which is very unfortunate. And the firecracker's going to hit my minions. That's not what we wanted. Yeah, this is not looking good. I mean, I can raise this up, but it needs to kill the firecracker, and that's not going to happen. So this matchup is tough for sure. This is the one that we didn't want because he's got Earthquake for Elixir Collector, so it nullifies my Elixir advantage. It's winnable, it's just tough. Okay, at least the Evolved Knight is out of cycle, and at least he doesn't have the Evolved Firecracker. That does give us some type of salvation here. Maybe he goes in for a bad log on top of the mini P.E.K.K.A. Nice, that's what we needed. We needed something like that, man. Maybe we can still make something happen here. Nice. So if one of the skeletons survived, we would have won the game, but it didn't happen that way. It'd be what it be. We can block this if he goes in for a firecracker and then a hog rider. Pretty aggressive play from our opponent. He massively messed that up. Giving us an opportunity to go in for those minions is great. Also, one other cool thing is dropping the Dark Prince here. If you think about it from this standpoint, like, Dark Prince goes directly towards the Tesla. We can stack up multiple giants and then go for another minions, but the minions should just die to the firecracker, so instead we're going to go for a second Dark Prince. Yeah, the Evolved Knight is the problem, I guess. It's just really good on defense, so I don't have the firepower to kill it. I have to go mini P.E.K.K.A, I think. Just really awkward. Yeah, I can't really play this any better than I am. This is an L. Well, sometimes that does happen. When you're running more gimmicky decks like this one, you can lose just hardcore based off matchup. This was definitely based off matchup, unfortunately. I don't like saying that. I like saying, like, hey, my opponent played better than me. This is the, I think this is the only game today that I probably couldn't have won. The other ones, even though they were, even if they were bad matchups, they were still winnable. This one was winnable. You just go opposite side, right? This one was winnable as well. I applied more aggression early on. This one was winnable. I had like 500 damage difference. This was the only one today that is not winnable. It does happen sometimes, but, you know, it is what it is. You roll with the punches. Can you speak any other language than English? I can, but do I want to? Nah, dude. So here's the take, all right? If you can't speak a language decently and you start just randomly blabbering words, I don't know, maybe that's not a good thing to do. Yeah, a lot of people I've been around do that stuff. It's not a good idea. I would highly discourage anyone from doing that. I could go skeletons if you want to go fisherman on top of that and make a prediction, but I don't know what his deck is. I don't know what he's going to do, so I'm just going to let that roll through. Okay, tombstone. Wow. All right, I think we're in a great spot. I might be wrong, but I think I just rage up these minions, and then I get a lot of damage. Oh. Never mind. Go Elixir Collector and then skeletons. But how many little piggies is this guy going to get? Not as many as I thought. And they're individually flowing at me instead of all at once. That's good. Because I can dissect it. It's going to be easier for us. We can go Dark Prince on this later. Dark Prince on top of the Mother Witch. And then we can go for mini P.E.K.K.A as well. A little bit of a risky play, but I want to go and cycle to our Elixir Collector again. And I think the mini P.E.K.K.A will be able to kill the Skeleton King. I hope at least. No, it didn't work. Kind of. It's looking really bad. Alright, we're going to sack the tower because we can't do anything about it. We might not play this deck right now because for whatever reason we are matching into extremely defensive decks. Which didn't happen to me before. It does happen though. So we'll go for a giant here. He's going to end up killing the Elixir Collector after going for the fireball. Alright, let's mini P.E.K.K.A and then let's see if we can still make this happen. Yeah, we matched into way too many defensive decks, it looks like. I do think the mini P.E.K.K.A is going to take the tower, but I think I still lose. That is an issue. That is an issue. So what I like to do in these type of games is if I know I can't defend, I'm not going to try to, because it's just like it's a dumb decision. Like, you could go drop skeletons on that Royal Giant that's going to take your tower, or you could recognize that, hey, I can't stop this. I'm not going to try to stop it. I'm not a fool. All right, skeletons here are OP. Watch this. Yo, this guy is actually about to get finessed. Like, straight up, he overcommitted like a crazy person. And that happens a lot. He's going to fireball on these minions, so I'm not going to spend as much elixir anymore. I know you, sir. I know what you're going to do. Oh, watch this. Yo, guys. Guys. Look at the skeletons. Oh, never mind. Maybe they 3-crown, though. They could 3-crown. They do be 3-crowning out here. They do be 3-crowning out here. Yo, no way. I cannot believe we won that. That is crazy. All right. We won a matchup we're not allowed to win. That's good. Yeah, so the difficulty when you play this deck is, like, if you get super unlucky, it's easier to get tilted. That's why the higher skill deck, every game that we lost, there was a way to outplay it, right? Every game that I lost, it was my fault. Sometimes with this deck, you're going to throw stuff at your opponent, and then it's their decision. Can I defend or not, right? Like, the ball is in their court. Are they actually able to stop it? One more second? Yeah, that was awesome. You know, the Treasury series is going to start up again. I have no clue when I'm going to do that again. I don't want to give you guys... Oh, no. Dude, did I really get the same matchup again? No, I didn't. All right, cool. I was like... There's no way I'm unlucky enough to get Hog Rider Earthquake 2 out of 3 matches, right? That would never happen to me. No, not here. We got too many good vibes out here for that. All right. We're going to get the minions on top of the knight and then also finish off the expo, so be cool. Do you know, yeah, I've been watching your videos for some time now. I really appreciate you, sir. Dude, I appreciate you too. What language are you referring to? Okay, so, anything that is not English and you go into someone else's, like, culture and you're like, hey, is this how you say this? It's likely not going to be a good thing. If you're not around friends, if you're just randomly spewing, like, different languages to people that you don't necessarily know, it's a really bad thing to do. Some people do that. For instance, you could do that with, like, German, and then people are like, why are you doing this to me? You could do that with Chinese. That would be very bad. You could do that with, like, I don't know, like Singlish, for instance, as well. Like, don't make fun of people's different derivatives of languages, right? It's part of their culture. There's a lot of things that I've seen. It's just like, yeah. Anyway, it be what it be. Supporting South Africa. Love the vids. Hey, thanks, man. It's cool that we have, like, a community all the way around the world. Best Hog Rider deck. So, best Hog Rider deck, I think it's gonna be the most recent one that I uploaded. Usually, Hog Rider Firecracker is really strong right now, but Evolved Knight is still better. I think Evolved Knight might be slightly better. I did just create one with Ice Golem and Evolved Firecracker, which is fun though. So I'm hyped for that. Guy is so boring. He's actually running a double building deck with Evolved Firecracker and gonna rocket cycle me the entire match. There's no doubt about it. Or at least that's what he's gonna attempt to do. Wait, can the skeletons just kill the expo? That'd be cool. So one thing to keep in mind is if they don't have a good answer to minions, if the Firecracker is, like, out of cycle, just keep spamming the minions and pray. It's the only way. Alright, bet. Rocket me, dude. Wait, that was mad adventurous. This guy, he's crazy. He's wilding out here. He's like, yo, I got it, Jake. I don't think the mini pack hits the Firecracker. It shouldn't have, but it did. Oh, he's not ready. He's not ready for the sauce. He's going to get lost. That is easy. That is so much damage. So just having patience, a little bit more patience than your opponents. Like, this guy has relentlessly spammed expos, but if he played a little bit better and he decided to rocket my tower and just play like a very defensive player, we would have 100% lost this game. So again, the deck that I'm showing you guys right now, this is very low skill. The deck that I'm playing, if I get better matchups, if I match into someone that has, like, I don't know, a bridge spam deck and they spam into mini P.E.K.K.A.s. They are 100% going to lose, and it's not going to feel fair, and I will 3-crown them instantly. However, if I get these type of matchups, it is very much in my opponent's position to lose the game. Like, I will not win the game. They will lose the game. It's unfortunate that I'm not able to show how easy this deck is. I really want to just 3-crown someone instantly. But I guess I was able to show how good it was from a perspective of a comeback, remember? Against that Royal Giant player. That comeback should have been pretty much unprecedented. Anyway, easy game. GG. Oh, I BM'd him. Oh, guys, I feel like a pretty bad person. Can you guys say I'm a nice dude? Can you, there's going to be some people that are like, Jake, do it again. Do it again. Run out the entire clock against this Expo player. Waste his entire time. I never do that, though. I think that's the most BM thing you can do in Clash Royale. Also, if you guys are enjoying the stream, drop a like on the video. It supports me for free. Best way of supporting the channel is just watching the stream and liking the video. We have 1,283 beautiful people here on the stream, and I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to be here, for real. All right. Some other questions that I didn't read. What is your height? So, yeah, I'm 6 feet with my hair because it's poofy sometimes, and I'm 5'11" regularly. So I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to add that extra inch. I don't believe in that, but it's funny though how many dudes are like, they say they're 6 feet and then they're like 5'11", and everyone that says they're 5'11" is like 5'9". I'm not about that life. I'm not about the life. Anyway, we are going to be running Recruits Mighty Miner. There's another question. I want to start a channel soon. I don't have yeah, so you don't have much of a clue on what you want to do. Well, my philosophy on that type of stuff is always try to search for like the MVP, the minimum viable product, something that you're comfortable putting out on your channel, and then growing from learning from that. If you just try to hit perfection and hit your videos like as good as possible since the start, you're going to just stand there paralyzed, incapable of actually making a good decision of like, hey, I'm going to start my YouTube channel. You learn a lot more from living and making mistakes. And that's something that is easier said than done. I mess up so much in life, and I am generally like pretty worried about making mistakes because I don't like making mistakes. It's makes me feel weak. But that's something that I've been working on for the past like couple years, and putting yourself in a position where you just do it. You know, you just, if it's a good decision, if it's a decision that will help you out, if you just make that decision and you trust yourself and you learn from the mistakes, that's going to be a bit better. So for instance, like the YouTube channel, that's a decision that you just like, you embark on that journey. You're like, hey, I have an idea for the name. I have some good branding. I have video content that I think I would enjoy making. That's the most important thing. Don't do something that you don't enjoy, because if you're just doing something for money, or you're trying to become popular, or you're like, I want to get maximum views, you're going to get burnt out and you will hate what you do. Literally hate it. There isn't a single, like, so for YouTube, I did not make money. I did not do much on this channel for about a year or so. And like, I just did it for fun. I didn't expect anything. So yeah, if you have expectations that are really high, you're going to get disappointed, and then your content's going to get worse and everything will fall apart. Make sure you enjoy it. You're the best, man. You make me feel happy every time I watch you. First time catching the stream. The first time catching you live. You're awesome. Oh, dude, thank you. I love seeing these vibes. You guys boost my confidence every time whenever I play. Whenever I'm like on stream, it's a massive confidence boost. So thank you guys. It do be that way sometimes. Okay, can we not? Oh, yes! Yo, I got so lucky. Wait. Can the Dark Goblin finesse the Magic Archer? Yes, sir. Look at that damage. That was delicious. All right, we're going to go Evo Recruits, and we just win. So the cool thing about this deck, it's so easy to play. I am not even looking at the game. Guys, I can legitimately just randomly drop everything in the right. Watch this. I'm just going to drop everything in the right. I'm just going to spam everything that I have in the right. It's going to work. It's going to work. It just doesn't matter. It legitimately does not matter. You see that? Look at, wow. Guys, I played so well. If I can do that and I'm an ultimate champion, I'm just spamming every single card in the let's see if I can do that for the rest of the game. Let's see if I can legitimately spam every card in the right for the rest of the game. Ultimate challenge. Can you just drop every card in the right and win? Maybe. There's a chance. Wow. It was so calculated, guys. So If you guys can't spam cards on the right, I don't know. It's like this is the cheat codes for Clash Royale. I will show it to the people that have been on the channel for a bit. You know, I'll show you guys the easy way to win. I'm basically that math teacher that derives the formula the long way. And then at the very end, I show you the formula and how to implement it. And then you guys are like, oh, if only I knew this from the start. But at least in math, you'll be able to like have a deeper understanding and appreciation for it, and actually like realize like why the formula works. For this, it was just another option, and this option is just simply easier. Like, he's not able to do anything. Okay, the magic archer is kind of hurting, but it's all good. We'll just get recruits down again if we need to. Let's just go recruits. Let's run it again. Wait, guys, did I cheat? There's a couple cards on the left, but I didn't drop them there, I swear. I swear I didn't drop them there. I swear I didn't do it. I would never do such a thing. I can't drop arrows on that tower, guys, remember? We have to spam everything in the right. Okay, cool. See how easy this strategy is? You can suck at the game and win with it. Oh, man, his name is Don't Cry. It's so fitting. Yeah, so this is the easiest deck in the game if you guys want to push up. Highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. Just keep spamming recruits and you're probably going to win games. Jake, I've gotten 768 subs in 1 month. Congrats, man. I'm really happy for you. YouTube generally grows exponentially. I bet half the people here are for life advice, and I love it. Dude, y'all think I'm like a fortune cookie or something. I'm not. I'm not that special, but I appreciate it. How much do you know about Taiwan? Oh, dude, one of my better friends, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to dox him, but he actually grew up in Taiwan, so yeah. He's in the same area as me right now, and I actually got to chill with him a couple weeks ago. We had ice cream and we had sushi, and it was a good time. He's going to teach me, or he wants to teach me how to play soccer, but I seriously suck at soccer, so we'll see. Out of every sport that I've played in my life, soccer and I don't get along. Any tips for a free-to-play player? Yeah, concentrate on upgrading one deck, and don't pick wizard. You're a teacher, a good one too. I mean, I'm good at teaching tennis, but that was the main thing that I taught. How do you get shards easily? Credit card. Nah, I'm sorry. Don't spend money on this game. Seriously, guys. If you don't have disposable income, do not spend money on video games. Even if you guys are supporting me or using a creator code or anything like that, make sure that you guys are able to do that. Make sure that you look back at it and you're like, hey, I actually wanted to spend money on this game and it wasn't an impulse decision. The way that mobile games work is they're going to give you really good offers. There's going to be extremely good offers throughout. And after you spend a little bit of money on those games, then the offers will gradually get slowly worse. But since you're a nerd to spending that money, you're a little bit desensitized and you're just going to continue to spend money. That's the problem. Yeah, I just want to highlight that to you guys. If you're ever spending like gacha games or hero collectors, that's those games are really like, I don't know, kind of scummy from that perspective. They're a lot of fun, but I would advise, if you guys don't have self-control in games, highly, highly encourage the rule of just don't spend money on video games and have that as like no slippery slope. You don't fall down and like end up spending more and more. Because there's some times where you're like, man, I want all the evolutions. I want to get all the evolutions. And you're like, wait, I have to get all the emotes. And then you just keep buying every shop offer. And then you continuously spend money. And you look back at it and you're like, damn, that's not good. Spending money on video games is not intrinsically bad. But if you can't control yourself and you're spending past a point, then I think it's pretty bad. All right. Did I play this well? The answer is no. No, I should have been able to keep that alive, I think. Wait, we can still win, maybe. Guys, let's pull it out. Let's pull out this dub. If these skeletons lock onto the tower, Larry with the carry, maybe? We're on a timer, my dudes. Please! Yes! I don't even care that I'm screaming at a mobile game. We take those. Electro Giant's got nothing on us. Hell yeah. You guys see that? Homie had Electro Giant Mega Knight against recruits with no buildings. That's what we like. Yes, sir. That's a W. Can you try my deck? Royal Recruits, Mama Witch, Pump, Wall Breakers, Goblins, Bard Barrel, Fireball, and Arrows. Yo, I really like the idea of running something with Recruits and then having the Fireball bait with the Elixir Collector and then the Mother Witch. But today, just because the live stream title is like how to easily reach Ultimate Champion, I want to show that. I want to show the decks that I would personally use. Maybe on a different stream when I test viewer decks or something. Good vibe. Audio? Okay, we'll fix it. Thank you guys for letting me know. We're astute with the audio out here. I'm gonna go Goblin Gang. We'll see what else we can do. Sheesh. All right. Also, guys, we're starting to work out again. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, I did work out, and then I hurt my shoulder, or I hurt my elbow, and then I'm gonna start working to get out again a little bit more. It's really cool. It's such a good vibe. Whenever you don't have something and then you get it back, it's one of the best feelings in the world because you're like, man, I've been deprived of this so long. For me, it was always one of those main ways of kind of just having an outlet and relaxing and feeling like I was productive. Working out feels so good when you get a good sweat on. Oh, that E-Barb didn't hit. Let's go. All right, so E-Barb's Skeleton King. I don't know what it is, but... Oh, watch this. You guys ready for the ultimate cheese? Y'all ready for the ultimate cheese? The Goblin Gang's going to go and push the Mighty Miner. And he's going to have to arrows it. Yep, that's awesome. Now he doesn't have arrows for the Skeleton Barrel. How does that make you feel? Probably not so good. We could have arrows on the Spear Goblins and hit the tower there, but not worth. Full transparency. Bam, Evo Recruits. If you guys gave this deck to a 5-year-old and you said, hey, you know this thing? You drop it. They could do that, and they would probably win a lot of their matches. It's cool. It's a vibe. Try less weight, slower reps. Yeah. No, I have friends that are telling me what I should be doing now. So I am not going to hurt myself or do the wrong stuff. Very fortunate that I have people around me that, you know, care about me and want me to like not be an absolute failure. Let's do this. Let's go. Oh, it didn't go down. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this game. So I'm sure you guys can see one of the main issues with this matchup. I don't have Fireball, so I don't have any good way of cleaning up a lot of stacked up stuff. So I guess one bad thing is if you do play against Skeleton King and Night Witch and they spam a lot of Elixir Golem stuff, you can't really defend that. It's okay. You live and you learn. Maybe I should have played more aggressive and single Elixir because... Okay, so that might have been winnable for us if we played more aggressive. I think that matchup is winnable if we play more aggressive, but it is a bad matchup. He's going to have arrows and rage. Nah, this one's 100. This should be a win for him. But to further my chances of winning it, I should have played more aggressive in single Elixir. Didn't really recognize what he was playing. I thought it might have been a Golem deck, and I thought it was an easy win, and I just kind of zoned out. Need more splash? No. You don't need any. As I said before, these decks are approved by professional players, so better than you, better than me, so it's better not to switch it, you know? Do you have any tips for my channel early on? What do you use to edit and make thumbnails with? Yeah, so the fact that you even care about like improving your channel is the first step. The fact that you're passionate about that is huge. No audio? Oh yeah, we can blame it on being no cursed audio. Like, because we didn't have audio, that's 100%, right? Just always blame it. Always blame it on everything but yourself. But nah, we could have played that better. There might have been a chance to win that. Oh, the Mighty Miner targeting? That was not good. I didn't drop it in the right spot. It retargeted onto another card. Anyway, fun things here. We're going to go Skeleton Barrel, Goblin Gang again, and just see if this works. I think this is worth since we had the Mighty Miner. Yo, we just ate an Electro Spirit, and then the Skeletons are going to lock in the tower. Nice. That's a lot of damage. You do take those. But anyway, I should have played more aggressively in single Elixir after recognizing that the matchup is bad in double. There's always other ways of approaching things, you know? Trial and error, figure out what gives you the highest probability of success, and then keep doing that in future games. Oops. Hopefully the stream is still going. I literally clicked off of it. I really hope the stream is still going. Is the stream still going? Please? Maybe? Yeah, it's still going. All right, guys. Confession time. Are you ready to hear the worst thing about me as a streamer or content creator? All right? It's not something that I say very often. I actually don't think I've admitted this on a live stream before. You guys ready? I have one monitor. Yes, that is what I use for streaming because I am a mobile gaming athlete. So mobile gamers have they have this setup where they have the tablets, they have like themselves, and then they have a screen, and that's it. And I'm superbly awful with technology, like to an impressive extent. So I never got the second monitor. I need to do that because I recognize like when I started to use like double monitors when I was traveling, how big of a difference it made for my productivity. And on my desktop, I haven't integrated that yet. So it's a really dumb decision. I've been procrastinating it because I'm like, well, I'm going to move soon. I might move back to Boston. I might move to somewhere deeper in Seattle. I don't know where I'm going to go. So I was like, I don't want another monitor because then I'd have to travel with it. But in reality, it's just such an excuse. So that is why when I clicked off, I was not able to see what was going on. Okay. This is looking really bad. Sometimes you got to eat damage to deal damage, and that's what we're doing out here. This guy probably just played better than me, honestly. I don't think I was very concentrated this match at all. Also, I think that Mighty Miner is extremely useless in this matchup because I have no answer to Hog Rider. We do have recruits, though. Can he go in for... Okay. He has Electro Spirit and Zap and then Hog Rider, so I don't love our matchup, actually. What if we just spam everything in the right-hand side again? Does that work? Oh, he's got Tombstone. I forgot about that. Yeah, so he's got a... This is a hard counter. This is a hard counter again. Please. Can we not play the exact same cards, like, as a Wink Edition, with you having support cards that just intrinsically counter me? That's unfortunate. All right, we'll jump on to the next one. We'll get lucky, I think. We'll get fair matchups. Oh, that's what will happen. Yeah, never get too tilted when stuff like this happens. Super unlucky, but I mean, what can you do, right? You just go to the next one. The one before that, I could have won. That one, that last one, I didn't realize that he had Zap and Electro Spirit with a building. Kind of unfortunate. We're going to go recruits in the back, and we're just going to build up big pushes. The way that I play recruits is you spam them at the start, then you use your Mighty Miners or your Goblins to defend. Because if you do that, you're going to get good trades. The recruits at the start aren't even meant to do anything. You're just going to try to get to the evolution as fast as you can. The first recruits are smart to cycle. I'm going to go arrows 3 for 3, and we get damage on the tower. We'll take that all day long. Yeah, so he's in a terrible spot. I think he already lost. We can go Goblin Gang here as well. Even if he zaps, it doesn't matter. Actually, it's better that he zaps. So now we can go Wall Breakers on the other side. And then we have the Spear Goblins with the Mighty Miner on the right. He's going to Fire Spirit. Does counter most of it, but not all of it. Spear Goblins. I think we click the Mighty Miner ability just to get the 500 damage on the tower. And then we go Dark Goblin. Yeah, he's very frustrated right now, as you guys can see. We're going to focus up a little bit more because we want to win a lot of games in a row. We'll see what we can do. So now I'm faced with the position. Do I go recruits? Or do I go Goblins and pull back the Valkyrie? The Goblins, I think, were the better decision. Maybe I'm wrong. If that gets 3 hits, then I should have recruits. Okay, I should have recruits. A little bit unfortunate. It's fine, though. You live and you learn. Yeah, I didn't expect it to do that amount of damage. All G. All right, we're going to get zapped on the Mighty Miner, which is awesome, because if he doesn't have Zap and Cycle, it's going to be harder for him to defend against this. But for whatever reason, you're matching the people with multiple small spells and stuff like that. Okay, cool. This is a good matchup, then. No triple small spell, like, counter to us. He just lost. Game is over now. The recruits on the right will walk onto the tower, and he's going to focus on the wall breakers on the left. Okay, it's just game. He's going to zap. It doesn't matter. So yeah, if you drop 8 Elixir, and the 8 Elixir isn't very efficient on defense, you can't stop recruits. So this is like a matchup that we thought we would typically get, and then you would steamroll and you just move to the next game really fast. Like, sure, he's going to have Fire Spirit and Zap with Valkyrie for splash damage. That's a normal amount of splash damage. That's a healthy amount of splash damage. The doctor did not prescribe what we got earlier, where our opponent had 17 different answers in an 8-card deck. But yeah, you know, it's a card game, so you can't really control what your opponent plays. The way that I try to look at it is like, if my opponent is having fun with the deck, they should be able to play whatever they want. Doesn't mean that it's not something that you don't want to play against, though. All right, let's go Goblins. Oh, you guys ready for the sneak? Are you ready for the sneak? Sneak, 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 sneak. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Yo, he's getting darted down. Easy. So we won that one. So when you've got a range card like a Dark Goblin, you can sometimes just use like your Skeleton Barrel in the middle and then have the Dark Goblin immediately lock onto the tower and cheese your opponent. It's way more fun to do that. I'm not used to seeing defeats. Oh yeah, dude. You know, when you're pushing up and you're playing against random cards and you're running a no-skill strategy like this, I'm going to lose a lot of games sometimes. You can't win every game when you're running like a spammy deck. Sometimes spammy decks will get out-spammed or they won't have the defensive capabilities to defend things. If you make misplays as well with defensive decks, oh man. With defensive decks, you can still make comebacks. If you guys want to rewind to the very start of the stream, I was playing a defensive deck with Musketeer and Skeleton's Evolution, and I was able to win even playing poorly. Sometimes when you're running like the no-skill strategies like this one, when you play well, sometimes it's still not enough. That's why pro players will almost always run the higher skill decks because they feel like they have more skill expression and ways to outplay. Did you answer my donation question? Love the vids. Oh yeah, if there's something that I missed, let me know because I feel really bad when I miss donation stuff. Let's see if he rages. Where is he going to rage? We're trying to separate our stuff. We can't rage. Yeah, he's not raging on the Spear Goblins. That's huge. Keeping the Spear Goblins alive for the counter push is probably what we want. Okay. Wall breakers. Nice. Let's activate King Tower with this Firecracker. Easy. That was perfect. That was actually a perfectly placed Mighty Miner. Alright, Firecracker die. Nice! We were straight up finessing this man. We know he's going to go for a rage. He's going to go Bar Barrel and then rage. But with King Tower activated, I think we're good. I'm not going to spend any extra elixir. I don't want to spend any extra elixir. So, as you guys can see, this deck is really, really good. You look very healthy and happy, Jake. Thanks for being you. Oh, dude, I mean, I try to be as happy as possible. I'm not always happy in real life every single day, all the time. But I try to put myself in the position for that. Is it okay to study in the United States? So one of the issues with the United States is it's extremely cost prohibitive. Depending on where you're going to be, it will cost a lot of money for living expenses compared to like Europe or other countries. I would say that United States, a lot of the colleges are actually overhyped as well. If you're not going to like a really good college, a lot of times the United States colleges, like depending on where you are not necessarily as good. So I would not recommend that unless you have the money to be able to do it. Depending on where you are. I mean, it's different for every single person, but yeah. The opportunities that are in the States for jobs, though, those are really good. If you're hardworking and you get lucky and you find yourself in a position, that's always nice. Man, not looking good, actually. Wait, did we survive? No way. No shot. We didn't get shot down by that Firecracker. Okay, Recruit's going to charge in left. He's not ready. His body wasn't ready. Yo, he's going to fall asleep. It was that easy to lose. All right. Sorry. I love saying that line. Anyway. It's one of those things. If you've got Dark Prince, Skeleton Dragons, Firecracker, and all that other stuff, yeah. I don't know. Not be BMing like that. Dark Goblin, though, dudes. Oh, guys, you ready for the secret sauce? Are you ready for the secret sauce? First off, we're going to have to defend this. One of the most degenerate things you can do is going all in when you know that you can defend. So don't do that. But I do enjoy a good spam. Watch this. This Mighty Miner now goes on the tower. And it tanks. And then the Dark Prince is just done. Mighty Miner teleported. Went Super Saiyan out here. First stream I've actually got to tune in. All love, sir. Yes, sir. Do you play Clash Royale for a living? It's not Clash Royale. It's way more than that. In a simplistic sense, yes, I do play Clash Royale for a living. But do I play Clash Royale for a living as a pro? I mean, I was decent once upon a time. I'm a top 1,000 to 2,000 world player. A lot of you guys still think I'm a top 200 player. I'm not that level anymore. Also, if you guys have drama about other like YouTubers and stuff, try not to like ask questions about that because I don't know, right? I could proliferate BS and tell you guys yeah, I heard that before, but then it just starts drama, right? I don't think anyone with a platform should ever do that, right? If you don't know something definitively and you're talking about it, It's really irresponsible. So yeah, I don't like look at the drama very often. So you guys, you already know I would not be able to give you good opinions on that. Is it true that you get free healthcare in Canada? Yeah, the taxes are higher, but you do get free healthcare. It's a trade-off, you know? You're still decent, man. Don't beat yourself up. Oh, yeah, no, dude. I know I'm decent at the game. There's no doubt about that, but I want to be crystal clear. A lot of you guys do think I'm like one of the best players in the world now. I'm not one of the best players in the world anymore. All right, cool. We can go for... You know what? Let's go Goblin Gang. Wall breakers push. Skeleton Barrel after in the right. Nice. This is exactly what we wanted. Because look at the Skeleton Barrel. There's no good counter for him right now. There's like nothing. Just gonna eat all the... Yeah, freezing it. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. So when you identify your opponent's deck and you're like, okay, Graveyard Freeze or Lumberjack Balloon Freeze, you don't have that many good answers. What am I going to do? I'm going to punish you. Because the cost of your cards make sure that you aren't able to maneuver around as fast as me. And then because you're caught in bad spots and you can't stretch your elixir every which way like us, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. All right, so we're going to go for the Dark Goblin Wallbreakers. Dark Goblin Wallbreakers should have been in a tandem pair on the right-hand side. Bad play. I'll always try to highlight my misplays as well because I could have maximized damage potential. Both Wallbreakers could have been in front of the Dark Goblin on the right-hand side. The Lumberjack was able to kill one on the left for no reason whatsoever. Bad gameplay. But hey, it doesn't matter. We're still in a pretty good spot. Would you say is a top player? Top player is subjective, right? You don't really know what a top player is. Top player could be top 200. Top player could be top 9,000 if you're, you know, just trying to hit ranked for the first time, you know? So, yeah. I would highly recommend you guys compare yourself to yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people. And watch as you progress in life and in video games. And look at that and be like, hey, I'm kind of proud of how I got better. That's one thing, again, easier said than done. I've been trying to do that my entire life. I've been able to do that on YouTube. Have I been able to incorporate that in other aspects of my life as well? Nah, not even close. But we're working on it. We're working on it. I know it's possible because I was able to do it on YouTube and not compare myself to others. And I'm really happy with what we have here. But in life, sometimes, you know, I just like look at it and I'm like, damn, could have done this. My friend was able to do this. Why was I not able to? Right. Okay, this is not good. Might have lost. The Evolved Knight just tanks for too long, so I think I need to spam a little bit more aggressively on the other side. GG. Man, this is going to be a long stream, isn't it? GG. Yeah, so I think we're kind of on a timer when we see the Evolved Knight. We look at it and we're like, oh, yeah, that card kind of kills us because we can't kill it. Thinking about it from that perspective, if there's a card that you don't want to play against and they assemble Exodia, you're likely going to get finessed. So, not ideal. How many games away are we? We might have to start trying a little bit harder. All right, we're 5 games away. All right, let's try really hard. You guys ready? I'm gonna start making predictions and stuff. We're gonna remember our opponent's card cycle. We're not gonna read chat as much here. You guys ready for this? Goblin Gang at the start. He's gonna miner. We're gonna catch it with the goblins. Goblin Gang's gonna force out some elixir, or he's just gonna take a lot. All right, great. We go recruits at the river because he's not gonna have arrows in cycle, and he's probably gonna have a Lavahound deck. Yeah, it's Lavahound. So now he'll have Tombstone. Doesn't have arrows for our Dark Goblin. The Tombstone means that I want to bait that out with the Wall Breakers, and then we can go for a Skeleton Barrel afterward, and then he'll probably have Zap. Oh, wow, he's just going to eat it and Lavahound in the back? Yep. Okay, cool. So that Skeleton Barrel will probably connect, bait out a Zap. He's not going to have arrows in cycle immediately. So let's do this. Let's go in for this because he doesn't have Barbarians back, and then we can go Dark Goblin on top of Lavahound. And we can click the Mighty Miner ability after taking the tower. Yeah, let's just Mighty Miner immediately, actually. The Goblins will probably do enough. Let's try to take 2 towers here. Let's try maximum finesse. Dark Goblin is going to get arrowed eventually, and then he lost both towers, and we can arrows here if he decides to spam other stuff. If he goes in for a miner, we goblins. Yeah, this is too easy. So the good thing about this game is, like, if you've played it enough, you have that type of, like, pattern recognition, and you can identify, like, what people are going to do. So when I'm commentating and talking to you guys, most of the time, I'm not playing at my full skill level. And, yeah, you know, it's just, it's fun to play really easy decks and talk to you guys while I'm playing and not really think. But we'll try hard for around 5 games and see if we can just get it. See if we can speed run real quick, all right? Life is like an exam, but everyone has a different paper. However, everyone has a different story to pass. Just make sure it's yours and you hold your head up high with a good one. Wow, that's a really good way of saying it. Yeah. Everyone everyone has a different story. Everyone has different backgrounds. Everyone has different capabilities and strengths. One thing that I recognized pretty early on in life is I did not have the same strengths as some of my friends. So I really focused on the things that I was good at or the things that I was successful at, and I doubled down on it. Like for YouTube, I was really good at that. Unfortunately for finance, I was not able to get into Wharton. I was not able to get into some of the schools that I wanted to go into. So I was like, you know what? Like, what am I doing? Like, I could go into liberal arts and I could pursue something that I wouldn't really enjoy as much. I don't know. It was hard for me to really make decisions when I wasn't able to achieve the thing that I wanted. So, I don't know. I realized, like, even though played a ton of tennis throughout my entire life, I was never going to be as good as my brother. Never. Never in a million years would I ever be near as good as my brother. And he played like half the amount of time as me. And he's just better than me. Okay. Sorry, I'm not focused. This actually could be bad. Let's buckle down for a sec. Yeah, I might have lost. It's okay. If I lose this game, it's all good, guys. This is a free matchup, by the way. This is a free win. I should not have lost. A little bit embarrassing. We might still be okay, actually. Let's scout and barrel on the right and try to take that tower. If I can snag that tower, we're still in the game. He might just zap it or something. Oh, he missed the rage. Okay, thank God. That's awesome. Chilling. We're chilling. But yeah. I was never going to be as good as my brother. And throughout high school, I stubbornly played tennis as much as I possibly could, trying to get better than him. And I don't know. It was like the most embarrassing thing ever. So I learned that at an early age that I could not try to just like, force myself to be good at something that I wasn't like great at. Like I tried to play D1 at UPenn, or tried to play it at like a whole bunch of schools, and I realized that I wasn't good enough. I could have been on the practice team of some of the teams, but I couldn't even be on the practice team at UPenn. They're just like, no, you suck. You're not good enough. Or like, you don't suck, but like you would take up valuable practice space on the team, and because you would never play, right? It's like not worth, They already have enough people. Anyway, getting back to the game, I really dislike playing against the Evolved Knight. It is such a hard card to beat. It just has so many layers of annoying. It just tanks for way too long. I lose. I can't kill that card. Yeah. Evolved Knight is a huge nuisance for recruits. One of the reasons why Evolved Knight is hard to kill is because you need to be able to use your Mighty Miner to finish it off, but I lost my tower early and I didn't play well, so then I lost. Yeah. Sometimes you have to focus. I need to focus when I get those matchups where I play against an Evolved Knight or a Sparky, because if you make a misstep, you can't really finesse your way out because you don't have 1 elixir cost cards. Cost of your cards is higher. So if your cost of your cards is higher, there's no maneuverability, there's no outplay. Alright, so this guy is going to run recruits. This is also not fun when you play recruits versus recruits and your opponent has recruits first. It's really bad because they get their evolution and then you don't. And then if you don't have like Royal Ghost, they've got splash damage. That's kind of a nuisance. We're going to go Wall Breakers and pray he doesn't have arrows or Barbarill, and he does have Barbarill. But the Dark Goblin locks on that tower, so that's good. You know what? I stand by that. That was good. We're going to not do anything with the Mighty Miner. Might get some damage there. Might get 1,000 damage. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's insidious. You see a Mighty Miner, and you're like, it's not going to hurt me. And it does. Nice. I'm not going to respawn now. Try to do dual lane pressure. I don't think this is going very well for me, though. No, that was so bad. How did I mess that up? Oof. Oops. That's the easiest. Yeah, that was really good. Sorry about that, guy. Anyway, we're going to go recruits in the back, and we'll see if we can get a defense here. Reason why we have to fight on our side of the map is we need to use our princess towers. This is looking like a loss. I have nothing for 3 musketeers in my deck. Jeez. How do we get this one? It didn't push the musketeer either. Alright, I mean, if he just goes in... Wait. Yeah, he's going to go Barbarill. I can't kill it. I can't kill the barbarian. I can't get goblin game. I do have recruits evolution though. I think we just have to spam and pray that it works. Like at this point. Let's go left-hand side and go goblins as well. And then try to get like a mighty miner down. Maybe he'll lose if he really played it poorly. I need him to like massively mess up though. Doesn't look like that's gonna happen. The Dark Goblin dies too. Yikes. I don't have evolved recruits and he does, so he has huge advantage right now in every regard. Yeah, I'm just dead. Unless. Yeah, I mean, I like needed to keep the towers alive, and then it's just not gonna happen. Yikes, dude. All right, we're not gonna play this deck right now. We got so unlucky many times in a row, so sometimes that does happen. This was bad. This was really unlucky. This was I'm sorry. Actually, sometimes it's important to have that mental reset. This was not unlucky. This was bad gameplay, me not focusing. This was unlucky. Playing against Elixir Collector, 3 Musketeers, and Royal Recruits Evolution. When they go Royal Recruits first play, you don't have your own Royal Recruits, and you have an intrinsic, likely difficult situation where they have 2 cards that you can't fireball. Not ideal. This one, I deserve to lose. This one, I deserve to lose. The last one, I did not deserve to lose. But it's always frustrating to have like that one game that you don't deserve to lose after you had already lost the one before where you did deserve to lose it. It's like... you look at it and you're like, damn. All right, we're going to run this. Let's just run a Royal Giant deck instead for a little bit. Why don't you run Fireball instead of arrows? Because this deck is better. The deck that I was playing is actually better. At higher levels of gameplay, I'd rather run a deck that is actually better. You can start playing a deck that is worse, but you shouldn't run a deck that is less optimal, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, just to beat a very specific matchup that you lost to, you shouldn't make accommodations and switches. It's a bad mentality to have. I play with Fireball. You can run Fireball. It does work. Maybe Fireball works at lower ladder where people are all running like obscure decks and it gives you an added layer of safety. That could be a thing. I never really considered that, to be honest. Or maybe I should have. All right, we're gonna go for a Fisherman here. And then we can do this. And we can log when they're half HP second form. Nice, we hit everything. I don't want to lose the... yeah, okay, so P.E.K.K.A. Executioner into our Night Witch Royal Giant deck. Okay, alright. Another challenge here awaits us. Alright, alright. It wouldn't be Clash Royale if we didn't have challenges, though. You guys know it. Y'all already know. Oh, great. He's got to have P.E.K.K.A. and Mini P.E.K.K.A. Oh my gosh. Dudes, I think Clash Royale is actually on a mission to troll me right now. I have not seen this unlucky situation ever. It's funny, but also sad. Alright, we're going to activate King Tower with the XE, right? Nice. Light work. But yeah, when I play off stream, I don't get these matchups. I've never gotten someone with a P.E.K.K.A., Mini P.E.K.K.A., and Executioner before in a deck. Here we are. Let's go, let's go. It's such a weird deck. The deck that we're currently playing right now, it's a great deck to just like get through games pretty quickly. We can go for Skeleton King here and then try to go Evolved Royal Giant on the right-hand side with a Night Witch. Yeah, definitely need to do that or we're dead. We can Fisherman and go and kite the Elixir Golem to the other side. I think that's going to be our strategy. Or does it pull the Mini P.E.K.K.A.? No, it pulls the correct thing. Nice. All right, so we're currently like not doing poorly. Got a lot of stuff flowing at him. I had to focus a little bit. The defense wasn't great, but it worked. No, that's really tragic. No! Dude! What? What? How? What? What? It just... Okay, we're not going to talk about that pathing. Whew. All right, guys. All right. We had some games today. We had some unique games, 3 in a row that were all very special and close to my heart. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, that does not happen often. That does not happen. Fisherman is drunk. Yeah, I guess so, man. I guess so. We're switching decks again. We're running it back. We're running it back. Not gonna lie, that was pretty funny. No, it's not stream snipes, bro. We don't know definitively. You can't like say that. But yeah, that matchup was not ideal. It would have been a win. It would have been a win if we played better and we hit the fisherman on the king tower activation. But yeah, I can't complain about that one. That one is more so my fault than anything else. Like, you gotta catch yourself when you're saying that. Like, you gotta see, is it definitively your fault or not? And that one I could have won. I just needed a Royal Giant again on the left hand side and not have my fisherman glitch out. I think I dropped my fisherman slightly too early or something. Since we got the evolution, we want to cycle as many firecrackers as we can. Logging would have been better. Oh, never mind. We hit an ice spirit. That's decent. He's going to click the ability, right? Yeah, I figured. Ice Golem last second. Skeleton's bats, Hog Rider again. You guys see how we roll? Last second we log. Nice. If the bats lock onto the tower, that's all we want. He has to go knight. Ideally, what happens here is we break through the bomb tower, we get an evolved firecracker in the night, and we vibe that way. Sorry, Tag, as soon as I entered, you lost 3. Nah, man, it's fine. It's a bounce back, you know? Like, sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Just Clash Royale for you. We'll win all the other games in a row eventually. It will happen. You know, sometimes we aren't meant to win them all at the start. Okay, we can Earthquake here. Yeah, I guess we can Ice Golem on this. He hasn't dropped a win condition, which we should be dropping a lot more on. Skeletons, and then we log. So when the Goblin Drill gets into range that we can log on, we're going to try to kill the Goblins with that. It's always nice. Consistently going in for Hog Riders with bats means that I get a +1 elixir trade there. Worth. We can cycle Firecrackers in the back as well. I wonder if the mini P.E.K.K.A makes sense. Okay. Wait, he's in a very bad spot right now. If that Firecracker locks onto the tower and the Archer Queen, he's dead. Yeah, it's game. And the best thing is, the evolved Firecracker is just going to stay alive forever. Oh, he's going to Fireball on it. He knew. Smart player. Credit, man. Respect. Let's Firecracker again on the Goblins. Get another Archer Queen and log it. Doesn't die, but it's fine. Notice how I'm keeping my elixir super low, so then he can't go in for drills. Oops. No one saw that. No one saw anything. Oh. That was some good finesse from him. Wait. Wait, he's just like fireballed on an Ice Golem. That's kind of funny. Alright. Free Earthquake on the Goblins because he didn't have enough for the bomb tower. Then we log on the Knight, so we disrupt it. And then we Firecracker and we get that shot. And then we win. Easy. Alright, so obviously we want games like that where we can make outplays. And it feels good. So we run it back with a balloon deck. High skill deck. Hey Tag, sorry I'm late. Love your content. Hey, I love you, man. Thanks for being here. I just want to say I play Clash Royale during school with my friend, but I always get bad matchups. Yeah, it might be your deck. Might be something that you want to play like just a fast cycle deck like this. If you get bad matchups, it's easier to play a fast cycle deck because you will be able to outmaneuver bad matchups and outplay them. And that's kind of what I decided to do right now. The no skill strategy of spamming recruits is really easy. And it's probably the best deck for most of you guys to hit Ultimate Champion. But if you want to hit it in one sitting and you want really consistent results, you have to play incredibly well. And you have to run like a cycle deck. That's just something to keep in mind. If you... I mean, you could run a no skill deck and just like hit it by getting lucky matchups, or just like not necessarily lucky matchups, but fair matchups, right? And not getting unlucky. But with control decks, you can control the flow of the game. Yeah, nice that way. Best streamer in CR? Hey, thanks, man. Love seeing that type of sentiment. All right, snowball away the Mega Minion so we can keep the Musketeer alive. Beautiful. Then we go for a Miner. And then... I think he's got Royal Giant, if I had to guess. Nice, he wasted his Tornado. If we go in for a Balloon and then we go Ice Golem in front, that might be the play. Hey, good game. Unless he's got Fireball. Oh, he's got Lightning. I don't know. I feel like the balloon death damage is decent. Played. So since he's got NATO and Goblin Cage, might be hard to break through, but it should be winnable. We do have Evolved Skeletons, so we got that juice. Alright. We're going to do that, and we're going to go in for Skeleton's Miner. We can go for Musketeer in the back on the same side. Going opposite lane to the opponent is always favorable for us. Also, if we stack up Musketeers, it should be nice. Oh, he's got Electro Giant. Okay, this is way better for us then. Thank goodness. So after the Ice Golem pops, then the Miner tanks. He's going to spend so much Elixir here. It's crazy. Do this. Nice. Oh, no, did he push it with the bowler? Oh, this guy is really good at the game. Well played. If you guys saw what he did there, he pushed his Electro Giant with his bowler. Then it was able to bypass my Bomb Tower. That is dirty. That is so dirty. That is filthy, my dude. A very, very smart play. We might have to start running Graveyard Freeze out here, guys. We might have to start bringing out, like, a different deck. If we're playing against people that good... Yeah, this guy is definitely an Ultimate Champion player. He's around my skill level, I think. And he has a good matchup, which is crazy. I'm so triggered. Baby Rage never lucky. I can't believe I got outplayed against a good player. That is like the recipe for disaster. We can still maybe win this. Snowball here. He's doing the exact same thing. And then he's going to Lightning, and I can't stop it because I can't get back to another Bomb Tower. He's going to get Electro Giant damage guaranteed, and I lose. Yup, GG. I mean, you know what to do. You're good enough to know what to do. That's the problem. I can't, like, outplay you when you do something like that, when you outplay me. If he didn't get that outplay, then we would have been even for a bit, and maybe I could have done something with Skeletons, but that one bowler push was so filthy. Wow, that was impressive, man. That was actually crazy. All right, we've lost a lot of games today. All right, time to play Royal Hogs. That's actually insane. You can do it, Paul? Hey. All right. Let's get it. He's smart? Yeah. Usually we don't see people play that intelligently. I am not used to people doing that. All right, let's just fireball on this. Oh, this guy is also part of a really good clan, so it'll be interesting to see what we can do here. Playing against someone that I actually know. Jeez. All right. Maybe early season ladder pushing is a little bit harder than I thought. But yeah, hitting Ultimate Champion, the earlier that you hit Ultimate Champion, the more difficult it might be. Usually I don't struggle with this, but today we'd be struggling a little bit. Fly Machine locks tower, then he goes in for, I don't know, some dragon. Alright, so we can go for Royal Hogs as well. We can do a lot of different things. I think Evo Knight is still broken. I should probably be playing some Evo Knight decks as well. Graveyards. Immediately. Wildin', man. That was a really bad graveyard, I think. Unless somehow it works out. I mean, Really? There's something wrong with that. All right. I think the fly machine is probably going to force out some extra elixir. We'll have to wait and see, though. I think that generally in this type of situation, like, if people decide to play that aggressive, it's okay. No. Oh, that's tilting. I missed the goblin cage. That's going to be my, like, 800 HP. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that one, guys. If I lose this game, it's a skill issue for sure. We can go for zappies. We can go recruits. We can go for some other stuff as well. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go zappies. Go zappies and then recruits. Most of the recruits are going to stagger on the right-hand side, so then when he goes bowler, he's not going to get the value that he wants. Then maybe the recruits on the left can charge through. Yeah, I'm just kind of hoping that this works. We need to get one recruit to like charge through on the tower. He's not going towards the tower. Also, the bowler is still alive. Tragic. Oh, he froze it. Well played. I didn't think he would. My bad. I was kind of hoping that that wouldn't happen because I needed to have more elixir there. We are tragically tilted. Now, guys, we're just going to run Evolved Knight fast cycle decks. It's going to happen. So, we're going to take a quick look. Where are the Evolved Knight decks? Where are they? Recruits are really good, but also at the same time, I kind of sort of maybe don't want to... yeah, I don't want to play against any more of those. X. Where is it? Alright, yeah, we found it. We found the deck we're playing. We found it. Yeah. We're good, we're good. Here it is. Let's run it. So we're just going to run Splash Art a bit, just because it's super, super, super easy. SirTag is tilted. Composure, big boy. Yeah, dude, we did get tilted a bit. Whenever I lose that amount of games, I really, really want to focus. So I'm going to win these guys. We'll just try a little bit harder. So typically, like, with Graveyard, it's better in double elixir. And no matter what you match into, it's generally going to be a pretty good strat for you to just be cycling Evolved Knights. Evolved Knights plus Graveyard, it's really difficult for opponents to break through. Like, or if they, it's really hard for them to defend that. Gonna go Graveyard, maybe, depending on what happens. No, it's gonna be Musketeer, so it's gonna be 2.6 Hog Rider. So when he goes Hog Rider on the left, we'll just Tornado it, and we'll pull it directly to King. Poison is good because we don't really have to worry about the Musketeer anymore. Baby Dragon should be able to lock onto that. Electro Spirit, okay, weird 2.6 deck. We want to cycle the Knight as much as we possibly can, but we don't want to drop it until we're at 10 Elixir. So the strategy for us is if we go in for the Knight, we're just going to try to go kill the Ice Golem or have the Hog Rider get pushed in front. And then Tornado to the King Tower, no damage. Now we can Graveyard. He's going to have Electro Spirit, Skeletons, and Log. Log, Electro Spirit, Skeletons. Yeah. Alright, so this is a free win. I'm glad that we got that. Splash Art has 100-0 against 2.6. It's not 100-0 because he's going to have Evolved Skeletons, but it's a good matchup for sure. Alright, we're just going to slow that down. Don't get a hit. Nice. So now he has to deal with an Ice Wizard as well. And the one thing that I have to worry about is him pushing a Musketeer into our tower with a Hog Rider. He's probably good enough to do that. We'll have to wait and see, though. We can go Baby Dragon in the back. We can go Knight as well. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Sheesh. All right, we're going to go for a Baby Dragon as well. And then, I don't know. I think optimally for me is we just continuously poison on the Musketeer. And then we Tornado. Awesome. So the Evolved Skeletons, as I said before, that's the one reason that the matchup isn't as easy. You might think it is really, really easy, but that one card makes it a little bit harder. Also, the Barbarial not coming down in time is not ideal, but it's fine. He logs and the Tombstone doesn't hit it. For the King Tower, we're totally fine. Then we can go for this, and we can go for a Graveyard. This wins us the game. There's no way for him to stop that. If the Knight crosses the river and it tanks for the Graveyard, then it's just GG. That's the one thing about the Evolved Knight is it's very toxic. It was the best card in the game before, but look at it how it just doesn't take damage. You guys can see that it's keeping the Baby Dragon alive, then the Baby Dragon locks on the tower. That's the issue with the Evolve card right now, is if you can't kill the Evolve Knight, the supporting cards behind it make the Evolve Knight just win. And he just leaves, yeah. So that's what happened to me when I was running recruits. I couldn't kill the Evolve Knight fast enough because I didn't have enough damage per second. And then he had splash damage behind the Evolve Knight, and then the recruits died, and I was like, oh, I just needed to get into a spot that didn't happen anymore. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Evo Knight definitely needs more nerfs. Yeah, I think it needs a really, really big nerf. I didn't want to play it because I wanted to show different decks, but after losing enough games, I've decided to just play. I've decided to just play like Evolve Knight for the rest of the time. We're just gonna be playing Evolve Knight. It's just a little bit more consistent. It's not the most fun evolution. The Skeletons one is by far the most fun. Recruits are really, really good, but if you're struggling and you're getting bad matchups or you're just not playing very well and you're like tilted, I think the Evolve Knight is probably the way to go. All right. So I outplayed him really hard, and I think I just won. Cool. So if you activate King Tower against Baby Dragon, then your opponent's going to be in a bad spot. If he was better, he would have used a Tornado to activate King Tower against the Knight. Save the poison. Guys, I don't need tips on that. If you guys are giving me tips in a Splash Yard matchup when I've already activated King Tower, we're chilling. We're chilling. No worries. No worries. This is one of those matchups that you actually don't want to save the poison. If you think saving the poison is the way that you win, you're actually wrong. Reason why you want to actually go for more poisons is because you can defend with Baby Dragons and Barb Brills, and you can get counter push from it. So really dependent on what you're doing, but yeah, specifically, that's not how pros play. That's not how I play. If you want to play at lower levels and you like want to just poison every single time, you can, but it's not a good strategy. You're actually purposely, or you're not purposely, but you're definitively putting yourself in a worse spot. Like this guy, his poison now, he can't use it on offense with anything else. I wish that I Barb Brilled in front and it tanked for the graveyard, but yeah. The real way that you win is not doing that. So if he goes in for a graveyard right into a Tombstone and an Ice Wizard, it'll be pretty funny. I bet you graveyard, so let's just go for a Tombstone preemptively. Okay, we'll just poison on that. Wait a little bit though. Let's go in for our Baby Dragon and then we poison. Yeah, we are gonna poison on everything. Especially with an Evolved Knight too. Oh, nice. You can't stop those from crossing the river and then he loses. Cool. So yeah, this is one of those things. If you activate King Tower and you use poisons on offense in this matchup, and you have like Ice Wizard, other stuff on defense, like you should be fine. Basically, the best defense that you guys can do is Baby Dragon plus Barbro. If you do not know, now you know. Tornado on an offense when their units are close to their tower, like if you've got a Baby Dragon or Ice Wizard, it's really broken. So something to keep in mind. I should have Ice Wizard on that earlier, but it is what it is. We can go for our graveyard with this as well, or we could just poison. Poison's a little bit more reliable for the damage, and then we can go for another Knight, so when he goes Baby Dragon tries to win the battle at the river, he gets finessed. Really easy prediction. I knew what he was going to do. Then we get our Baby Dragon to win again, and then we go for another graveyard. He's tombstoning. Interesting. I forgot it wasn't an Evolved Knight. I thought it was for a second. So do this. Let's just win the battle at the river. Tornado everything together. Let's poison again. Graveyard is as well because we are up a lot. Yeah, the fact that he has the poison on defense means he can't graveyard right now for a long time. Gonna keep cycling Knights because that's how you play. And then we Ice Wizard on defense. Not necessarily the best, but it works. I think tornadoing with the Baby Dragon is probably better than everything else. Baby Dragon just seems really, really strong right now. And in the mirror matchup, like cycling Baby Dragons, winning bridge battles, kind of broken. So we're tornado everything again. Make sure the Baby Dragons don't wreck me. we're going to get one more good graveyard push and we win off this, so that's what's up. Poisoning here. Going to go for a tornado. And that should win us the game. I actually was really, really good at the game. But King Tower activation saved us. We took a lot of damage at the start. Hello, Tag. Do you have a deck without evolutions? You can run this deck without evolutions and run Skeleton King, or you could run regular Knight. But, yeah. We're just going to try to run it back. We're going to try to win a lot of games. And then we'll go back to the other deck. But what happened to Evo RG? Evo RG unfortunately got destroyed by P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Electro Wizard. So it's like, I don't really want to do that again. I kind of just want to run a super safe deck so I can win all my games. I want to be able to activate King Tower against my opponent and then have a, like, have an advantage based off of, like, knowing more than my opponent. And then being able to show you guys, hey, you can win the mirror matchup by activating King Towers against Baby Dragons. Like, stuff like that. That's kind of cool. I don't really want to take any more L's. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a certain threshold of how long we want to play for. So we do not want to play for, or we do not want to lose past a certain point. That was really good, I think. We activated King Tower. The Knight should have been placed in a different spot, but one other thing to keep in mind is when you've got Tombstone, always try to activate King Tower with your Tornado, if you can. If you can. Because this is Elixir Golem, I actually do want to go Graveyard right now in single Elixir. I do not do this often. Firecracker's going to go on the wrong side. That's beautiful for us. We can still pull the Elixir Golem with this. He's going to lose the blobs, and then he's going to lose everything. This guy is 100% dead. Nice. So I don't have to worry about this. The witch dies. Burn the witch. Burn the witch. We can go for a graveyard. Again, his minions aren't back in cycle, and he doesn't have witch. So I don't know what he has. We've got poison, though, so this is huge. He definitely loses tower. The Evolved Knight is really, really, really strong with Graveyard. Generally, you want to be using your big Graveyard pushes with the Evolved Knight. Notice how it's still tanking for the skeletons. This is the reason why I get tilted against it. It just stays alive for way too long. So, kind of one of the best cards, or maybe still the best card in the game. But it is what it is. We can go for Tombstone here if we want. He's going to go Elixir Golem and minions. Yup. When we see the minion cycle in the back, he's obviously going to Elixir Golem in front of it. And then we go Ice Wizard, then he's going to go Mega Knight probably at the river and try to all-in me. Or if he Lightnings, that's fully fine as well. We can go Barbaril and Tornado if we want, but I don't want to. He doesn't have Lightning in cycle, so I can Graveyard 2 places at once. Maybe. If I do this. Just for the fun of it. Alright, we're in a Knight. He can't, like, Lightning or do anything, so it's just going to be dead. Okay, let's do this. Barbaril here so the witch doesn't take my tower. And then we only have to focus on one side, which is way easier. Poison, so then all that stuff dies. So when he goes in for a random prince, it goes right into an Evolved Knight. And we're good. So yeah. As you guys can see, if you lose a lot of games, maybe just run an Evolved Knight. maybe that's the strategy. Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the moral of the story. Flash Art is an anti-tilt deck? Yeah, it is. When you lose a lot of games, you gotta, sometimes you run a deck that you're like super comfortable with that you can't get finessed by. I've watched all your videos for the last 5 years. This is my first time catching a stream. Can't believe it's been that long already. Yeah, dude, I'm super happy to have you here. I also, oh man, truthfully guys, I wanted to show you guys a stream where I wasn't running like a mainstream deck that you've seen all the time. I wanted to show you guys the new meta best decks. But we're out here right now running Splash Yard. I'm a little bit, I can't hide my disappointment for myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we're running one of the more mainstream decks. But it'd be that way sometimes. We're going to try to activate King Tower with this Phoenix. So we're in a graveyard really aggressively right now. Just because I want to be able to have that King Tower activation. He might be running Royal Giant, so I'm not going to use it actually. I was considering using the Tornado. Oh, I should have done it. I saw Phoenix and Fireball. I didn't expect you to have Golem. That wasn't a card that I thought you would have, bro. Also, why is he saying thanks? Does he actually think he's... I don't know. So, generally, Golem has a terrible matchup here. But maybe he has something different that I'm not, like, seeing. I don't know. Maybe he's built different. As we've said many times today. I have Tornadoes, so I'm not that scared. And the way that you play with Tornado into this, you pull the golem off as it's about to explode, and then it doesn't give the damage. It's a little bit risky to do. Think about it from this perspective. If your opponent goes like bridge spam randomly at the river and you don't have your Tornado activate King Tower, then you have to drop your Tombstone. But I'm like 99% sure I beat this guy, so I'm not really that scared. Best evolution other than Firecracker to upgrade to. Firecracker is not the best evolution in the game anymore. Firecracker is like, it's one of the better ones. It's like mid-tier evolution. Evo Knight is still one of the best. Evo Skeletons are really, really good. Yeah, so it's dependent on what you play, but yeah, I would not say the Firecracker is like the best one in the game anymore. Used to be. Alright, doesn't seem like this guy has any obligation to defend anything. Nice. Cool. I mean, we'll just Barbarrel here. It cleans it all up. Evo Barb's on the other side. He's going to Fireball on this for sure. Yeah, I think we're fine. Baby Dragon's still going on the side that we want. Doesn't really matter. Oops. That's terrible. That's really embarrassing. You know, it's okay, though. You know why it's okay, guys? Because we're running a golem counter, so I should still beat him. This is kind of like what happened when some of my opponents played this poorly and they still won, so I think I'm allowed to play terribly sometimes, too. He thought I was going to graveyard, and I didn't. The Knight's going to hit his tower, and then he's just going to be in a really bad spot. Does he golem with that, or does he just let it die? He golems other side. That makes sense. Do I lose? Don't know. I think I do. No, I lost a 100-0 matchup in my favor. A little bit embarrassing. That's actually super embarrassing. Yeah, this is 100-0 in my favor. That is actually the easiest matchup in the game. If you ever lose that, it's very embarrassing. I messed up a Tombstone, and then I tried to cycle back to Tornado, and then I wasted a ton of Elixir. Totally fine. It does happen. All right, already. Let's keep going. Play Hog, Monk, Evo, Firecracker. Yeah. You guys keep spamming the exact same stuff in the chat. Let's not keep spamming the same stuff in the chat. Let's have different discussions, all right? Good content? Yeah. You're playing like... Yeah, I know. I did not play that very well, bro. That was not my best game. Let's just suffice to say that, all right? Tornado, just to keep everything away. And then we can go for like a Baby Dragon, some other stuff. Worst Evo in your opinion? Worst Evo has to be Bats. They're just not that good. Also, this matchup is tough in later stages, so I actually do want to play pretty aggressive right now. He's going to have Dark Goblin, and he should drop that with Mighty Miner. Not good. Not good. Okay. Winnable, but it's tough. I thought he would drop Dark Goblin and get overwhelmed, but I guess that did not happen. We have to really focus in this game. Recruit's coming down as well. Not good. I mean, we can poison on them. I actually don't know this interaction, but I guess we'll find out. I should know it. There's the Dark Goblin. Alright, that was the only thing I could have done, right? Recruit charges on my tower, right? And then he goes Wall Breakers, Mighty Miner. Does the Mighty Miner die or no? Do I have to go Barbarrel on it too? I think we're good. I don't think I have to do anything else. That's the only defense I had. This matchup is very tough. So let's think about it. Skeleton Barrel, Wall Breakers, Dark Goblin, all that spam. I can't Graveyard until double. It's untenable for me to be able to defend. If we stack up the Evolved Knight, I think we win. That's the strategy. Stack up the Evolved Knight, Graveyard, and win. Always have to think about, like, what is the win condition? How do I win? What's the strategy here? And if that's the only way, then that's what I've got to do. All right, cool. Can you just barbell here? If I was able to stack up multiple baby dragons, that'd be a vibe. All right, we want a graveyard so the Mighty Miner locks onto that instead of the Knight. And then see what happens. All right, we can Ice Wizard. Clean that up. That's always good. Stack up some baby dragons up in here. Go for a tornado. Hopefully able to clutch this up. That's good. All right, we can graveyard with 2 baby dragons. That's something. And then poison. Then the spear goblins and goblins all die. All right, we're getting some decent damage here. We have the Ice Wizard alive too, and that's going to lock on a tower. Nice. All that should lock. We can go in for this. Barbarian again. I think we're not trying to do anything until we've got the Evolved Knight. I think that's probably the play. You Evolve Knight and then you graveyard with it. Yo, I'm going to give you guys the... I'll give you proper shoutouts after this game, I promise. I do want to really win this, so... A bit more focused than normal. We're going to poison on the Dark Goblin so we don't have to worry about it. Back up some baby dragons up in here. Alright, we've got the Evolved Knight again. Might have been better off using it. It's hard to say. And then we'll poison. Okay, so that's some decent damage. It looks like we're in a winning point of view. Winning position. We'd love to see it. Alright, we're going to do this. That was really not good on it. So I somehow have to clean this up and not lose the game against these recruits. The Spear Goblin's on my tower though. Oh wait, I just do this. Fine. Oh my gosh. How many hours have I played right now? And I just played against that? Okay, 2 hours and 2 hours of straight Clash Royale. And we just played against one of the most annoying matchups with that. That's crazy. This thing's so fast, man. Damn, with Dark Goblins the entire time. So many good ways of killing graveyard skeletons. Tough one. Glad we won, though. It's a good W. We're like 4 games away. We're 4 games away. 100% can make that happen. Gaming during our meeting time? LOL. JK, have a good stream, bro. I'm sorry, man. Yo, Andrew. Andrew, it's been... I was expecting to be done like an hour ago. I am sorry, sir. I love you. All right, let's see the rest. Let's see the rest of what everyone else said. Can you say if my deck is good or not? Firecracker, Mega Knight, Hog Rider, Wallbreakers. All right, so it's not going to be great because you have Hog Rider and Wallbreakers in the same deck. You need to pick what win condition are you going to play. Hog Rider or Wallbreakers. You can't run them both. You can run Wallbreakers with Miner and replace the Hog Rider with a Miner. Going to replace Monk, Log, Tombstone, Inferno Dragon. Yeah, so I would replace the Wallbreakers because you're going to use Monk, right? You want to have like a Monk Mega Knight deck. Or, I mean... I think Monk Mega Knight with Hog Rider could work if you really wanted to. Just be kind of a clunky card cycle. I would replace Wallbreakers with like Bats. And then Tombstone with like another cycle card like Goblin Gang. Bats and Goblin Gang might work. I would replace Goblin Gang and Bats with your Wallbreakers and then also your Tombstone. Because you already have Inferno Dragon. You've got a lot of good defensive things. Streams like this for 2 hours is always way better. Damn. You guys want me to tilt a little bit so then I can show you the easy way to climb back up to Ultimate Champ. Is that it? Do I have to tilt so then you guys want me to like play the tryhard decks that are like overpowered, I guess? Is that the strategy? This guy's going to have minor Wallbreakers with Magic Archer after seeing the Spear Goblins in the night. That's just a fact of life. Has to be it. We can go for Tombstone. We can go Poison. We can do other stuff. But yeah. You should Magic Archer me. Let's go for Baby Dragon and finesse it. Oh, you didn't do it. There it is. Here's the skill. I'm gonna graveyard because we have skeletons and a baby dragon, so it's I might as well take the 1,000 damage that I get for free. Might as well, right? Like, gotta take what you can get. Maybe even more. I don't know if that NATO was good. I don't think that NATO was good. I think that NATO was spicy, but it wasn't good. That NATO was not that hot. All right, so we can go in for Tombstone. We can go Knight. All right, we're definitely Tombstoning out here. Skeletons are great. They should delay the Knight just long enough for him to not Magic Archer me. Wait, this is an awful baby dragon. He could activate King Tower with a tornado. Let's Knight at the river randomly. You can't activate King... Oh, he's going to do it. I just lost. Unless this Knight... So I activate King Tower without using the NATO because I'm clean like that, if you guys remember. This guy had to... is without using a Magic Archer or using anything like that. He did. Small things in life. No Magic Archer, so I don't have to worry about that. But I have to start poisoning him. It's a tough game. Winnable. It'll be tough. I like tickling towers with Ice Wizards, guys. Get at me. Oh my god. What the heck? Well, it's not that bad, right? Getting some poison damage, I'll take it. Nice. Alright. I probably should not... Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with that poison. That's awful. Alright, let's do this. Wait, does that just die to Tornado and Barbarrel now? It does. I did not play this very well. No! Worst game NA. That was such an easy win too. You know the cool thing is? Every game that I lost with this deck was a skill issue. Every single game. The Golem game was a free win, and this was a free win too. So, you live, you learn, you play better. It's cool to have that as an L. To like look about it. And be like, hey, I should just play better. The gold reduction has been awesome. Yeah. Good L? Yeah, good L. Good L. A guy played better than me. He deserved the win. That baby dragon, when I cycled it at the middle, I knew it was a bad play. I told you guys immediately. I was like, probably gonna lose me the game. It do be that way sometimes. Oh, this guy decided to do an all-in strategy and it didn't work, and he's not even gonna hit on the tower? Question mark? Okay, you got to hit. Not that bad though, you know. If all things considered, we get to go in for a poison on top of the Musketeer. Get 500 damage there. When he tries to kite the Knight right into the Ice Golem and then the tower on the left, he's still not able to do that. So, yeah, we win this one. Just need to focus up because, you know, I thought I was going to win the Golem game and I threw. So, how you doing, man? I'm doing well, dude. I'm doing well. I'm excited to eat some food after we cruise to Ultimate Champion today. Longer stream, but good vibes. Seems like CR has been more challenging recently. Not really. Just need to focus up and play decent. And not make foolish mistakes. When you make foolish mistakes, then Clash Royale is more challenging for sure. He doesn't have bats, so I'm in a graveyard. Obviously, it's a good play. We can Barbarrel on top of the Musketeer if we want. He should Ice Golem and body block it because the Barbarrel doesn't extend that far, but did not know. We can go Ice Wizard, we can do some other stuff too. Nice. That's not even gonna hit my tower. So why would I spend anything in front of that? Just cycle in the back. Easy. Alright, we can go for a Knight here as well. And then we can go for a Graveyard. But I would prefer to poison a Musketeer, which should happen any second. Easy. So we win the battle at the river, then we graveyard. Because now you don't have a musketeer, you don't have anything else. You have bats, maybe. Yeah, you've got bats. I guess because I didn't hit double elixir, it wasn't working. Nice. Yeah, so he's gonna take so much damage because he doesn't have any way of stopping. He's gonna musketeer or ice golem. The musketeer always gets poisoned. He should be playing a lot more aggressively with balloon if he wants to win this, but it's not happened as much. Alright, we can tornado to the other side if we want, or just tornado straight up back. Middle is fine as well. Graveyard because the musketeer is gonna have to come down. So what he should do is he should try to go balloon immediately with the ice golem tanky. But I'm gonna go in for an ice wizard so we kill the ice golem as quickly as we can. And I'm gonna knight to force out more elixir. They can't get away with just bats. And I'm gonna baby dragon. He goes musketeer. We could tornado it in. There's a lot of different things I can do. Keeping the musketeer like off the map is so important. Now he doesn't have musketeer, so how's he expecting to defend this? Well, that lumberjack decided not to go towards the ice wizard, so that's not good. Fine. Sometimes things happen like that, you know. If he lets us evolve Night Frost, then he's in a really bad spot, so I know what we were hoping for. Yeah, I think he's dead. Because like now we just go graveyard and the evolved Knight didn't take any damage. The issue with the evolved Knight again is like it doesn't take damage while it's moving. So if you're spending all of your elixir on offense or other things and the evolved Knight's just moving towards your tower and you don't touch it, then you have to deal with the problem at like full HP. So that's kind of cool. Let's go, let's go. Yo, rank 44 player in the world. Okay, all right. Now we're playing against someone, someone that's really going to be a challenge. That's good. Wouldn't have it any other way. NATO on the Hog Rider. You could go graveyard on the right-hand side with the Knight. Against Hog Rider decks, I am okay going in for that. I don't have Tornado anymore, so that's really bad. Get some damage. That's graveyard here. Oh my gosh. What? What? The Knight doesn't get that last hit. Oh my goodness, dude. So we had to collapse the cannon card. I don't think there was any other play to play. Fine. Well, this is a very interesting deck. Bad for us to be aggressive in single elixir. I thought he was going to be running something different. So I was like very comfortable going in for a graveyard because I had counter push. I felt like, hey, you don't have a win condition, so you can't punish me. But he's got like multiple other win conditions. He's got wall breakers with Hog Rider and Magic Archer with Bandit. Like, this is really weird. I mean, credit to the deck. Credit for him to make this, but interesting. It's not a deck that I would have predicted. We can go Baby Dragon same side. We can also go Barbarrel, Baby Dragon. There's a lot of different things that we can do. I'm just going to wait until double elixir. Not going to be graveyarding him that much. That was a good poison, I think. Ooh, not good. It's not that big of a deal. Like, as long as our cards like wash, it's fine. Minions after, and then Hog Rider. Minions Hog. Yeah, very predictable. Okay, so I played that well. We know he's going to go in for a Magic Archer whenever he gets a Knight out of us. I still think I sack up as many Baby Dragons as I can, and that's how I play it. I go Tombstone. Immediately poison on that. Barbarrel other side. Yeah, I'm going to go Knight as well. With the Baby Dragon lock, that's good damage. The Knight on the other side is also decent, but... He needs to go opposite side for the rest of the game. I don't know if he's going to be able to accomplish anything, though. Let's say we just Graveyard, and then we poison on the minions and the Cannon Cart, and we eat the Magic Archer damage. He's focusing on defense way too much. He's a good player. Well, if he mess ups, that's good. Tornado the Magic Archer into the poison. Maybe that was bad, because I think the Baby Dragon would have hit the tower. We have a lot of stuff coming at him. The only way I lose this is by throwing. So this is, I guess, one of the things about Clash Royale. Like, these games that I've played at the end, I don't feel like I played better than I did earlier. I think I might have played a lot better earlier in some of the situations. Or at least, like, you know, I didn't play any real difference, right? But the thing is, like, this guy's a top 40 player in the world. And he's not able to break through just because his deck's defenses are so strong. If you really want to hit Ultimate Champion every single season... Like, playing a graveyard deck like this, it's just going to work, you know? Every game that you lose is going to be because you deserve to lose. There's no other real reason. Like, it can be tough, but, yeah. There's not much he can do. Even when the Magic Archers are aligned, it doesn't matter. There's just poison here. My brain cells are gone, but we also win the game. Always a vibe. Winning without brain cells against a... We'll take a look at his rank. Yeah, he's really good. Best deck for mid ladder? This deck. It beats all the mid ladder decks. Have you not seen all the mid ladder players we've been playing against? Like, or all the strategies that they've been doing? But yeah, this guy ranked number 44 in the world and 240 in the world. So, good win. Beating someone that good is never that easy. All right, so 5 minutes after the chat asked about Hog Wallers. I know, right? Gotta be cursed. I'd expect nothing less. Win while talking to the chat, bro. Hey, yeah. Streaming, yeah. All right, we're just gonna activate King Tower here. Yeah. Also with Tornado, it's just so easy to pick up those like free wins. Like, game's already over, I think. He's going to have like a Sparky deck probably. And if he doesn't have Mother Witch, he's dead. So we'll see if he's got... Oh, he doesn't have Mother Witch. He's running P.E.K.K.A. Interesting. Let's poison so then we don't have to deal with the Electro Wizard. And then maybe the Skeletons will be able to put in some damage against the P.E.K.K.A. or something. I don't know. I just want the Electro Wizard to not be a threat. Oh, this is going to be really fun. I'm so happy I'm not running the Royal Giant deck into this right now. Mid-ladder monsters need to get deleted by this deck. Like, for real, all of the mid-ladder monsters, they just lose to Splash Shard so hard. Because the decks are flawed, so then they can't break through decks that actually make sense, that have, like, defensive utility. Like, if I have defensive answers, and I just save the defensive answers, and the defensive answers are strong, if you've got a crazy deck with, like, a card combination that I can expect, or that I know that you're going to do, then I'm not going to lose, you know? We're going to poison on top of the Executioner just to get some damage on it. Probably doesn't matter, but yeah, what a great spot. Same dude. Yeah, it's the guy I lost to, right? Exact same dude. I know. I can't believe it. Redemption arc. It's so real, man. It's fun. Fun destroying the guy that beat me. Really funny. It's weird that he was able to win against me too, because like, I don't know, like I don't lose against decks like this. So, yeah. We'll just look out for a graveyard, and he can't defend it because all of his cards are single targeting stuff. He's got like P.E.K.K.A. and mini P.E.K.K.A. So like a P.E.K.K.A. and mini P.E.K.K.A. They're really good against beatdown stuff. They're great against Royal Giant, but do they do well against Skeletons? I don't think so. So yeah, it's just kind of like, it's nice because Graveyard's a win condition that locks directly on the tower. So it's really reliable. And then also you're going to have the reliability of the defense with the Tornado, the Tombstone, Ace Wizard. Is buying Evo Knight worth it? Yeah, I think the Evo Knight right now is really, really good. I don't think buying, like, I'm never going to answer buying, is it worth it? But if you had to choose an evolution, if you wanted to get one evolution, think the Knight is probably the best one. It works in Golem decks as well. Kind of works in everything. It just tanks for an absurd amount of time, and it gives you unnecessary value. Like, it gives you unfair value, is, I guess, the way that I would describe it. Not every other card in the game does that. Like, the Bats are hit or miss. The Skeletons are hit or miss, but sometimes really good. The Evolved Knight, it never disappoints. You should make a guide on how to make the graveyard deck, or play the graveyard deck. I mean, you could watch me play. I'm not even playing that well, and I'm winning most of the games. It's really, really easy. Usually hit double elixir, find out what your opponent's deck is, and then dominate them. All right, let's go, let's go. I can't play cards with high elixir. I always overcommit to Zeppu. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things in the game. You have to be mindful of your elixir count at all points in time. We're going to go Knight in the back. We'll see if we can get to the evolution real fast. Maybe we can go for like a baby dragon, depending on what happens. Sparky, okay. So this is a little bit risky, but I could graveyard here. I don't know if this is good or not. I feel like it's probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway. I want the Skeletons to distract the Sparky. And that worked out perfectly. That's exactly what we wanted, because now we guarantee that the Sparky's dead, and we poison on the Mother Witch. And if he goes in for a mini P.E.K.K.A push, we should be fine. We have Tombstone, and we've got Tornado. So he can't do anything. He's going to go Goblin Giant in front of this and just spam everything. Or if he doesn't, it's King Tower activation again. Or not. Oh, that's so bad. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. I dropped it way too early. Yeah. Oh, he's nice at least. That's funny. Yeah, taking that amount of damage is pretty pathetic, to be honest. Because he gave me the free mini P.E.K.K.A King Tower activation, too. That King Tower activation would be very clutch against the Barbarian to the right. We're going to... No, I can't graveyard because he's got Mother Witch. Poison? No. Baby Dragon? I don't like any of these plays right now. Baby Dragon's the best or the worst. Maybe I'll have enough elixir for a graveyard poison. I could have elixir for graveyard poison here. Yeah, I'm going to have 9. I should be fine. Oh. I guess he didn't understand that. Oh, wait, watch this. Redemption! If you guys didn't know, you can activate King Tower using Tornado against a Mother Witch Piggy. So I just had to do it, you know? You feel me? It has to be done. Like when you mess up and you suck, you gotta replace your interactions. You gotta replace the good with the bad with some good, so you don't stay sad. Oh, that'd be really cool if it didn't hit my tower like that, but okay. I might have massively messed this one up, guys. Screw me. It's still a very winnable situation, but this is one of my worst games all day. That's saying a lot. Right, we gotta go Knight. Maybe Baby Dragon other side. So when I hit an Evolved Knight and I am able to build up a big push, I can still win the game. That's the fun thing about it. Maybe not for him, but definitely for us. If only I could repeat this game. I mean, Goblin Giant is a broken card, but I did not expect it to break through to that extent. Like, Goblin Giant definitely does deserve this. Alright, how am I going to win this? What's the strategy? What's the game plan? Because it's really not going well. We obviously have to cycle all of our stuff in the right. And then try to defend against a Goblin Giant, but it's not going to work. Especially with the mini P.E.K.K.A locking on. It's just GG, at least. That one piggy, though. If he doesn't mini P.E.K.K.A across... He should mini P.E.K.K.A or Barbs. Yeah, either one works. And then Mother Witch out. I think I would have won this if I played better. It's a tougher one, but it's winnable. It's like... This was my fault again. I let a mini P.E.K.K.A lock onto my tower on the left, and then I completely just messed up my defenses. I should be able to scam pretty aggressively here, actually. Yeah, it's an L. I wish I was able to play better in this one, guys. Sorry about that. My B. If only the knight would just go towards that, and then we would be fine. Knight, jump onto the tower. Yeah, GG. Not necessarily my favorite match. On my end, I did not play well. But we'll play better in the next one. We all mess up sometimes. It's fine. Yeah. Would Inferno Tower be better than Tombstone? No, definitely not. If you want to lose games, you can put it in Inferno Tower because it'll really mess up your it'll mess up your ability to cycle. You can't do that. It's all good. Yeah. You log bait. Oh man. I kind of want to run recruits again. Bro laughed in his face. Yeah, he clicked an emote. Imagine clicking emotes in a video game. All right, so we can go like baby dragging some other stuff. We stream a 9K push. Yeah, 100%. Oh my god. There's nothing more annoying than like not having bar barrel when they do that. Like all in, or not all in, but they go like goblin barrel ice spirit. Get free damage on you for no reason. All right, so that knight should have stopped one of them, but it's whatever. So the knight, I was hoping would be able to stop some of it at least. All right, so, I mean, if he's eating this amount of damage, that's decent. I just need to get back to a barbarian barrel, but I'm not, so really unfortunate. Ice Wizard here. Currently losing by like 900 HP, which was what he got from the Goblin Barrel aggressively at the start when I did not have the right card. Is okay. Yeah, he's expecting me to graveyard, but I'm not going to. We know he's going to go Princess as soon as I lose that. Wow, it's such a good strategy. Because the Inferno Tower is going to keep everything alive. Annoying. Yeah, that's really annoying. The Evolved Knight, again, not a card that you want to be playing against that much. If I lose this because he got 800 damage at the start of the match, it's going to be super triggering. Oh my gosh. Alright, so go for a poison here on top of the Goblin Gang that has to come down. The Evolved Knight dying to the Inferno Tower is not ideal. We know he's going to have a faster cycle than me, so it's a problem. I lose. Dude, I just wish I didn't have that at the start. Come on, Clash. Don't, like, let people do that. That's so crazy. Like, Goblin Barrel Ice Spear at the start when we don't have the right card cycle. I guess it does happen. That was not good, though. Unless we get really, really lucky here, we lose. Because Inferno Tower, you can't break through. You can't break through the Inferno Tower. I'm glad I could make a prediction against you, though. Kind of cool. Please tell me he found a way to lose this. Wait. No way! Let's go! Hell yeah! That was really creative, right? I pulled it. I pulled it back so the knight locked on a tower. Dude, that was so lame. At the start of the match, seriously, like just that was not it. That was really frustrating, actually. That was such BS. Ice Spear Goblin Barrel at the start, and then like you look at your hand, you're like, okay. Like, I mean, I'm gonna take 1,200 damage. Just because I didn't have the right card cycle, man. Ugh. Brutal. And they princesses at the river just to be more annoying. Like that 1,600 damage from a gimmicky starting hand. That's like, that's one of the scummiest strategies in the game. Like starting hand your opponents. I don't know. That's one of the few things that I in a chip match where you're both chipping down a tower. That's not something I enjoy. I wish people didn't do that. Tag, that was genius. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm trying pretty hard. I'm trying pretty hard right now. As I said before, I actually want to win. I was kind of messing around a little bit more before, and now I'm like, you know what? Let's just get the ultimate champion. He was smart enough to not try to rocket cycle too early. Yeah, he played pretty well. My university had a Clash tournament. I won the Clash tournament and got $400 using your recruits deck, so thank you. Yeah, dude, casual players or like normal people can't beat recruits very often. You log bait, he proceeds to play log bait. Thought he would have a counter to log bait. Yeah. I think he was trying to throw off everyone's names. Or throw off everyone. Also, if you guys are enjoying the stream, drop a like on the video. It goes a long way. It's been a long stream for me. Probably one of the longest ones I've had in a minute. So, yeah, definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Maybe there'll be more. Maybe there'll be another one tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably stream again tomorrow, actually. All right, so we're going to go Graveyard because we have the Baby Dragon counter pushing. And if he drops bait cards, we Tornado with the Baby Dragon. That, dude. This is awesome. That Electro Dragon's useless. Baby Dragon's going to lock onto the tower. Nice. We're chilling. I don't know why I snapped there. I don't know. I wish I could tell you. So glad you beat that log bait player. Yeah, dude. So lucky. So lucky that we won that. It's a golem matchup, so I have a 100-0 matchup. Last time I lost this. You know, I let you guys know when I lose, when I should win. Like that golem game where I had no reason to lose. It's really embarrassing to lose that one for me. So let's not run that back. Let's not lose something that I should never lose in a million years, all right? Because I played this game for too long to have that happen. It's like forgetting how to tie your shoes, you know? Or learning how to breathe and being like, oh, what's breathing? Yeah, not ideal. So good. I was leaking elixir because I wanted a tornado on top of the lumberjack, and I didn't want to go for a tombstone. Because if you go tombstone in the middle there, what happens is then I can't activate King Tower with the lumberjack. I was literally thinking about tombstone in the pack. High key, it wouldn't have been a bad play. All right, that's decent. Gonna go knight here, and then ISOs or other stuff. I mean, one of those things where it's gonna be so hard for this guy to break through me right now. And we're in a graveyard other side, so then he has to force, so we force out extra elixir. And then we just use the tombstone. It's like, well, herp derp, like what are you gonna do? It's really fun. It's really fun for me at least. Alright, we're gonna graveyard right now with the Evolved Knight and probably take his entire tower. I don't know how you defend this. You don't have your barbarians, right? So it's so hard to defend this. It's just BS, you know, like Golem just struggles so hard even when he plays better than me. He, like, let's be real. You guys think I played better than him? If you do, then you're probably like a longtime supporter that like likes me more than you should, because this matchup is so much in my favor. So much in my favor. It's actually just unfair. He's gonna go barbs. We poison them. And then we do this. He has to fully focus on defense, and his barbs are near his tower, so he can't even split them up. Like, it would be scary. It'd be really scary if he split them up, but he's not allowed to do that, so it's not that scary anymore. I mean, there's a chance he does something insane and like wins, but really hard for him to do that. Hey, that was actually the best play he could have done. Out of everything that he could have done, that was the only thing that really made sense. But it doesn't matter. This guy is actually really good. I'm just going to pull it to the other side so I don't have to worry about it. Procrastinate our problems for the future. Go for another Ice Wizard. Poison here. Harper like us. This guy is so good. He's actually better than me. Like, legitimately, he's better than me at the game. Like, straight up. I hate saying that. I don't want to admit that. All right, guys? But he played this perfect. I'm really impressed. Yeah, he's nice too. That's cool. I mean, rarely are people going to play much better than you and say well played and like good game, but yeah, I don't know. This guy played really, really, really well. He split up the skeleton dragons, made sure I never got poison value. He went in for multiple elixir collectors. In this type of situation, he deserves to win the game, but he doesn't get it, you know? That's just Clash Royale sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. Only when you're running beatdown decks, really. Beatdown decks do have that happen. That's one of the few downsides of running beatdown. I do love that deck though. We could run it a little bit as well. We'd run it a game. No, we've made a lot of videos on that. You guys can type in SirTag Golem. In fact, I'll have the Golem deck in the YouTube pinned comment. So if you guys want to check that out, SirTag main Golem deck. It's actually better right now with Evolve Knight. Surprisingly, like Evolve Knight actually made it way stronger. Let me see if I can find it. I want to spam that in the chat so you guys can see that. But yeah, right now Evolve Knight is slightly better. And the reason why Evolve Knight is a little bit better in that deck is because when you have the Electro Dragon and when you've got Skeleton Dragons, you want to have another tank. And what happens is the Evolve Knight acts as another mini tank. And the Evolve Knight will make sure that after the Golem dies, then the towers and your opponent's units will target the Knight. And then your Electro Dragon stays alive and it's raged up by the Lumberjack. And Electro Dragon just chains on and wins you the game. So Evolve Knight is actually better than Barbarians in that deck right now. I just wanted to clarify that. So check that out if you guys haven't already. There's the video right now. I just spammed it in the chat if you guys want to. But yeah, that's the best Golem deck in the game right now. Does it win against Splash Shard? No, it doesn't, but it's fun. You don't have... if you don't have Evolved Knight, use Knight. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have Evolved Knight, you can use Knight in this deck or Skeleton King. But, yeah, it's like a pretty big difference for sure. I don't like how wall breakers do 500 damage split up like that. It's never a vibe. Also, okay, we can activate King Tower with the Bandit, so that's a vibe. Easy. So if you do it late, what happens is the Bandit will dash, and then it will also get a hit on the tower too. It only got a hit. It only got a dash. That was it. So yeah, he's going to lose. He's running Mega Knight. He's running Mega Knight minor wall breakers with bats, Firecracker, and it'd be a free win. I'm just going to go for Mega Knight counter with a Knight in the back, and we walk through the dub. Will you make a guide on how to play this graveyard deck? I make a lot of videos on it. You can type in SirTag graveyard deck, and then it should pop up. SirTag Splash Shard. Type that in on YouTube, and there's a lot of videos. Or you could just rewatch what I'm doing, but I'll give you advice. Essentially against Mega Knight, because they've got bats, and they've got little goblins sometimes, or they've got dark goblins. Maybe they're going to have a lot of bait cards. You don't graveyard until you have a decisive advantage. Like I have a Tombstone on the field, and I have a Baby Dragon that's counter pushing, and I was at 10 elixir, so guess I'm going to go for a graveyard. Most of the time, you can't get away with that because you're going to get punished, and you're going to, like, right now, I'm actually going to get punished, but it would have been way worse if I didn't have elixir. He's got Dark Goblin and Goblins. Wow. But yeah. Graveyarding in double elixir is a little bit safer. Just something to keep in mind. Usually, I wouldn't do that, but I felt like it was a really good opportunity, so I went with it. We're still winning, but I threw a lot of my lead. Oh. It's just one hit, I guess. Cycling the Evolved Knight is pretty good into the Mega Knight. Keeps you alive. And a cycle Baby Dragon, though, instead. And then maybe go Evolved Knight and then Graveyard. Yeah, that's what I do. Screw it. Go into the Mega Knight. Doesn't matter. Everything's just going to go back into the poison and allow us to cycle back to a Knight anyway, right? So why do we care? You can eat the wall breakers because they don't matter. Because they're not going towards the tower that really has any damage. Oh yeah, pro tip and trick. You can just graveyard and go for a poison. It kills goblins wherever they drop. Doesn't really matter. You don't need a tank with your graveyard. If you have a tank with your graveyard, it's just like it's an optimal thing. It's cool. But a lot of people look at their graveyard and like, I need to have a tank. But if you afford the tank, then you might not have the you might not have like the Knight or the Barbaro on defense that you might need against all the other bait cards that they have. Oh, another pro tip and trick. Actually, the worst pro tip and trick that I've ever done. So I intended to like bar barrel and tornado to kill, but didn't work. I don't have to do anything. Everything's dead. Knight's going to be thick. It pushes it off. That was a pro play, but everything before that was garbage. He's going to Mega Knight on this. Thought he would. Nice. I forget his card cycle. No! Oh, that sucks. I think we're okay, but like this is one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. How many times am I going to say that today? We're just going to keep poisoning. I'm going to poison twice. That's the way to win. When you don't know what you're doing and you haven't had breakfast and it is 3 p.m., sometimes it's just okay to spam cards and watch as you win eventually. Slowly but surely, as we descend into chaos, we're ascending the leaderboard. Not really, but really easy game. GG. He said well played. Why are people saying well played when I'm playing so poorly? They're so nice. Oh, maybe. No, he was sarcastic. I was like, I didn't really play well there. Hey, we're 1 win away. We're 1 win away, right? Guys, last game for Ultimate Champion. Let's run it. Let's run it. Okay? You ready? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been 3 hours. All right, let's cook. No stress, dude. No stress out here. All day long, we've been singing good songs. Good vibes, good tunes, and we are going to take your towers. So I can go for tombstones. Ooh, Goblin Gang split. All right. I mean, it could be the Elixir Golem deck. I'm not that scared of it. I'm just going to go Ice Wizard, keep our Bar Barrel because we don't have our Tornado for a Goblin Barrel. But yeah, it's going to be the Elixir Golem deck or Goblin Giant deck. He's going to have Barbarians, Skeleton King Night Witch with Fireball and Arrows. Yep. See how I can identify it after seeing a couple cards when I'm really trying? I got you guys. There's the Elixir Golem. Wow, amazing. All right, so the strategy here was we poison, and then we Knight, and then we Bar Barrel when the Elixir Golem blob is second form half. And then I think we're okay. Even if he fireballs, I think we're fine. A little bit sketchy, right? Not ideal, but it's winnable. I need to have Tombstone and Cycle for him to go in for the Elixir Golem, and then we're okay. That's all we need. Tombstone and Cycle for the Elixir Golem, then you're good. Really, really easy to defend then. We know he's going to have Barbarians, so he's going to Barbarians on the defense against this Graveyard. So, ideally, we have the Evolved Knight go at him, but I don't have the luxury to do that. So I'm just going to go Graveyard, he's going to go Barbarians, we poison them. Got a Goblin Gang. That's not good. Goblin Gang Arrows. That's really not good. That's so much damage, dude. I mean, none of the stuff counter pushes either, so I'm in a winner's point of view. We're definitely in winner's point of view. Yeah, it's not the Elixir Collector version? What do you mean? It has to have Elixir Collector, bro. It has to have the Elixir Collector. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Thanks for the awesome content, great advice, and tips, SirTag. Again, so happy to cut your live stream. I'm going to go make dinner for my husband now. Take care. I'll see you later. Have an amazing rest of your night. And hopefully, dinner is delicious. Hopefully, the ingredients are superb and everything is just easily made for you. Yo, I think we can poison here and be okay. I could Tornado as well. It doesn't really matter which one I choose. Knight, then Tornado afterward. Make sure we don't take any damage from the skeletons. Pre-poisoning the Goblin Gang because we don't have any time to waste. We are just going to waste his towers. Yes, sir. And then we go Baby Dragon because we want to kill the Barbarians before he Elixir Golems. Nice. Easy predictions. Look at how far I can pull the Elixir Golem, too. We're really stunted on him right now. He's going to go for a Tornado. He's going to Fireball on the Ice Wizard. But we're just going to Bar Barrel back the Night Witch. Yup. I'm going to go Graveyard. I'm going to go for a Knight. Always going for a Graveyard before you drop your Knight in the middle because it takes time for the Graveyard Skeletons to spawn. So you're wasting time if you drop your Knight early. Always drop your Graveyard first before you go for the Knight. And we closed out A delectable 2-0 victory. Pretty easy stuff, as you guys can see when I switched to the Evolved Knight deck. That was quite a considerably good climb to the top at that point. But I hadn't played that much this season at all, besides when I did meme decks. So shout out to my one video where I decided to play a 1.6 elixir cycle deck and I absolutely trashed my win rate. Definitely the lowest win rate I've ever had. We are sitting at 4,000 in the world right now. So not great, but you know, we'll push up later. We'll be higher than 4,000 in the world soon. Huge thank you to everyone that stopped by and was a part of the stream. So if you guys are pushing up to Ultimate Champion, again, if you want to get better at the game, highly recommend this deck. Got a huge amount of buffs, evolved skeletons, a little bit fresh, a little bit new, fun deck to play and make outplays against opponents. If you lose with it, generally going to be your fault. But you still have to be better than your opponent to win most matches, just because a lot of times people are going to be running ample balloon answers. And if you go in for a bad balloon, it's just 5 elixir wasted. You don't get any value from it since it doesn't attack. You have to find the right opportunities to do it. You can go and run this recruits deck that is relatively no skill. Probably one of the easiest decks in the game. Literally just spam stuff and it works. As long as you don't get unlucky with matchups and play against Elixir Collector, 3 Musketeers, you're probably going to be fine. Just a really good deck. I got fed up with playing against decks like that, so I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. And then this Skeletons Giant deck, great deck as well. Let's run it one more. Let's run one more with that, and we'll end the stream after this. I want to get one more banger. I want to just show you guys the Skeletons. We got to show you how powerful Skeletons can be. Let's go. I finally caught another stream, says Max B. Well, you caught the end of a stream, bro. You know, a lot of people will watch the Clash Royale stream or watch a movie, and then there's going to be credits at the end. This is the final scene, the final end scene before we log off. You guys achieved it. You know, you found it. You're an Elixir Collector here. We have Mini P.E.K.K.A. We've got Dark Prince, so we're probably fine regardless. You might Fisherman to go and pull the Mini P.E.K.K.A., and that's fine. Wow, it's almost as if I knew you were going to do that. Because that's what everyone does. Very predictable. And then we can go for the minions and hopefully bait out like Goblins or Electro Spirit or something. Barbarial's fine too. We do have to start cycling more, so might as well just get back to another Elixir Collector with Skeletons and Heal Spirit. If the Skeletons locked into the tower, it'd be funny. I don't think they're gonna, but we're back to another Elixir Collector, and we're in an amazing spot. This is why this deck is fun. If you can get 2 Elixir Collectors in the field, force your opponent to spam into you, he's already aggravated. And he doesn't even know. He doesn't understand the gravity of the situation. So we're going to go for our Giant. We hope that he goes and spams his spam on the right-hand side because we would go in for a Dark Prince on him. He's not going to. Wait. Go Mini P.E.K.K.A. here. Would love to see a Royal Giant. Would love to see a Royal Giant. Splitting up the Skeletons is generally the strat because you'll get 2 Skeletons on both sides and it'll be harder for the opponent to deal with. Then we're going to rage it up. If the Skeletons can just like lock on and start multiplying, that's what we wanted. Yep, that's it. That's all we want. If simple needs out here. Simply, utterly amazing. All right. He's also going to have a lot of answers to us, so I kind of just want to keep spamming here. If possible. Oh, watch this. Gonna pull Skeletons. Yo, he got derped on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Skeletons are filthy against Giant, like, counters. Whether it's P.E.K.K.A. or Fisherman or any of that stuff, they're so good. We know he's going to Royal Giant on the right since he has a lot of stuff there, so we're just going to do this. We're going to Dark Prince set up. And then do this. Mini P.E.K.K.A. should lock onto the Royal Giant first, which is extremely important for us. He might Fireball, which is totally fine since we do have minions. Light work, light work. I would say this matchup probably isn't in our favor, but we're making it happen. The Evolved Skeletons forcing out Elixir on all sides is phenomenal. Sensational. All right, we want to target the Hunter first. Beautiful. And then we can rage it up. Nice. Decimating our dude out here. But yeah. These are the type of games that I want to play in Clash Royale, where I can run like a fun deck that has the ability to 3-crown or overcome really defensive decks. Like this guy had Monk, Fisherman, and Hunter, and he got swamped by Giant spam. Imagine that. Because I got 2 Elixir Collectors. He couldn't stop it. That's one of the reasons that I love this deck. Really, 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 really fun deck to play. And you can push up and play it. Oh, this guy Whoa, he finished 2,000 in the world last season. So he's really good at the game. This guy is way better than the people that we played against along the way, I think. And we still stomped him. So, yeah, great deck to play if you guys want to have fun. Any of the decks that I was showing earlier, they're phenomenal. You just need to not get absolutely screwed by matchups. Yeah. So, highly recommend that giant deck again. Yeah, if you don't like Evolved Skeletons, the reason why you're probably bad with Evolved Skeletons then is you're not splitting them. Split them in the middle like I did, 2 on each side. Have a Dark Prince on one side and then have a giant on the other. It's really fun. Or you spam a lot of Elixir Collectors while cycling skeletons. They spam into you. Use Evolved Skeletons on defense. You get a huge positive Elixir trade. Or they arrows on the minions or they arrows on the Heal Spirit or log on the Heal Spirit. And they have nothing for the skeletons. And then you rage up the skeletons. Skeletons just multiply all around the towers in 3 crown. It's really derp. It's fun. Anyway, guys, I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their day. No matter when you're watching, no matter where you're watching, good luck on your Ultimate Champion push. And if you need something to fall back on, do as I did and run the Dirty Evolved Night Graveyard deck. The fact that this has been one of the best decks in the game for the longest time, and it finished #1 in the world last season, yeah, it's not going anywhere. But we'll see you guys later. Peace out.